Hello. Thank you, Merpshal. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. I feel warm enough now. I have a thermal vest on and a jumper. But I have 2 pairs of socks on. I have two pairs of socks on. One of them slipped down. Fuck. One of them slipped down a bit. Fuck. Okay. But yeah, it's freezing. It's freezing. Well. Freezing. Hello. I have a sherry. How low is it? What, like the weather? I actually don't know. Hold on. I actually have no fucking clue. I don't even think it's like that low, but just for some reason this year it's felt like a lot colder than recent years. Weather. See, it's like 4 degrees, which should be fine. I love you, chicken. But yeah, it should be fine, but it's just not. Do you know what I was thinking? And I have to ask now. Do you think, if you've had sherry, if you know sherry, right? I think it'd be really good with a Dr. Pepper. I think sherry and Dr. Pepper would be awesome. They usually start with no intro. What type of fucking intro would I even have? What's a sherry? It's an alcoholic drink. It's like very, very strong. It's very, very strong. It's like you literally wet your lip with it because it's like very... Oh, you don't gulp that fucker. You don't gulp it. No, hell no, you don't gulp it. Gab, that actually makes me sick to my stomach. Do you not have Dr. Pepper available to you?
Hi, people.
Whoa, Wolf!
India,
What
I'm
the
back
fuck?
chatting again.
Will
And
we?
today, we will be chatting erections.
Says who? Says who, Wolf? Says you? You're in charge? I take charge. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you very, very much for subscribing at tier 3. Thank you very, very much for 40 months. What the fuck is a sherry? Also, yeah, sherry and Dr. Pepper would be... Who the fuck is sherry? Who's sherry? But yeah, I'm thinking of mixing them. Because I think it'd be nice. Like, I think there's like a Christmassy, Cheryl. Hands off! Thank you, Count. Thank you very, very much.
Star Ranks 3.
For subscribing for 51 freaking months. Thank you so much, Alien Count. Thanks, Count. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I feel like they're both Christmassy. Dr. Pepper's a bit like marzipan-y, so I'm thinking sherry plus Dr. Pepper equal awesome. I'm gonna try it. Hi, people. No, it's not like wine. I don't know what the fuck, like, it is. I don't know what it is, but it's strong. Yeah, like, Senor Fandango, are we just old? I feel like sherry is more of, like, an older person drink. Maybe? Like, I can't see someone who's, like, 21 knowing what a sherry is. Or having, had a sherry. Or maybe it's British? Maybe Americans don't have it. I'm gonna put a bit in. Oh. Sherry, sherry lady. That's much better. So much better. Oh, yeah. Thing is, sherry's the type of drink that you drink over the course of like if you have this glass, you can't gulp it. You have to do like little sips. You do it like that, you can gulp it down, which probably isn't exactly what I need to do. HP plus 10 charisma. Intelligence minus 5.
O N subbate tweet insistes in need to finish the ads Raan JP.
Wait, no way, really? It makes you finish the ads? That's so fucked up. What the hell? What the fuck? Thank you, Bill. Thank you very, very much for subscribing in Prime. Thank you. That's kind of fucked up. Like, no, you're gonna watch these. Like, I feel like, okay, what is the drink that you put on a it's a coffee. It tastes like coffee. I think I'm answering my own question here. It's like coffee and like a coffee taste. And it's got like biscuits on the top, but they're not biscuits. The biscuits are soaked in an alcohol. And no, it's a dessert. It's a dessert. I think it's Italian. Tiramisu. Is it amaretti that you put on that? Okay, for some reason I was thinking, no fucking way, Doka. Nice. I love tiramisu. Hello. I love tiramisu. It is freaking awesome. What the hell? Hello. But yeah, tiramisu, awesome. Not sherry though. But yeah, sherry is like a Christmas drink. My dad has been saying for like days, like, I really want a sherry, and he just keeps saying it, like, I'm gonna have a sherry, want a sherry, want a sherry. So we had a sherry with tea. We're having guests over for dinner party tomorrow, so my epic. What the fuck, epic dinner party? I mean, my parents sometimes have like we never have dinner parties. They sound kind of fun to attend. I don't think I want to like do one myself. Eggnog, I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest. I'm not sure if I've ever even had eggnog before. I don't really like the sound of it. I don't really love the sound of it. But I bet that it's actually really nice. Come dine with me. And that guy puts his mouth around the whippy thing. My mum showed me vids of restaurants makes wheelbarrow. You can tell my feelings about dinner parties from my one plate. Yeah. Wolf will be serving tonight. What is on the menu tonight, Wolf? Vegan chicken. With bits of red paint that have come off the wall. Bit of Huel for dessert. You can buy... Oh, Senor Fandango. I think I had that last year. I actually had a really nice... It's white. I had a really nice drink last Christmas. And it was like... It was egg. Like, it had egg in it. I can't remember what it was. And I'm all right. It was really, really good, though. I liked it a lot. Yeah, so I'm having a sherry. I'm enjoying my sherry because I'm trying to warm myself up because it's fucking freezing. Hi. Anyone else not felt warm since October? It's not been this cold in years. I was starting to think that we were never gonna experience cold again. True cold. What? Oh my god. Out there, I thought out there was blocked. Never mind. When I go to Sweden, I'm going to be drinking their Christmas... What is Christmas soda? What in the hell is a Christmas soda? Once it gets below 70, it's too cold for me. 70. Let's see what that is. 70 degrees in C. 21 degrees? 21 degrees? 21. I said what I said. Fucking hell. So what is too hot for you then? What is too hot? I never 100 plus. Okay. 100 degrees. 37 degrees. I don't even know if I've ever experienced that hot before. Honestly. I think the hottest I experienced was 35. And I did not like it. Oh no, I'm lying. When I was in Singapore, it was 40 fucking degrees. But for some reason, it didn't feel like 40 degrees. Like, I think it's because like, the thing is about Singapore, everywhere's got air conditioning, so you can just escape it. You walk in a building, oh, it's cold now. Like, you're not suffering permanently. Yeah. Yes, Senor Fandango, have a look. The earthquake happened last night at like 11 something PM. I did not feel a fucking thing. Ever experienced minus 40? Never. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, there was an earthquake last night. And I was going to joke and say, like, lol, I slept through it. I didn't sleep through it. I was literally streaming. I was literally streaming, and I check the VOD. Check the VOD. See if someone starts shaking. I took charge. I went, I'm gonna be brave, and I sat there and I sat through that earthquake and I didn't move a muscle. I said, no, I'm not gonna scare everyone. I'm not gonna make people think I'm in danger. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna stream through this. Anyway, I didn't feel it. Maybe I was so into the game that I was playing that I just didn't. I was like, whatever. It worried me a bit though. It worried me a bit. Yeah, counts on the shelf. Counts literally on the shelf. It worried me a bit though because my PC is a bit like precarious on my desk. Like not my PC, my monitors. And I thought, ooh, if we genuinely had an earthquake, they're falling off. I'll have to post a picture. I don't know if I ever ended up posting a picture of my desk. After I got my new desk, I looking at my desk the other day and I thought it just looks so fucking nice. I love my desk. Like compared to my old desk, I can't believe I used to have like this £10 IKEA desk. I just can't believe it. Orange slide? No, nothing. Yeah, that's true. Could you see my shelf or anything? I will show it. That's the way to live. Spot the everyday things. Yeah, the everyday things. I'm like, wow, look at this desk. I sit at this desk every day, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's soft, smooth. I give it clean, a loving clean. You know, it's beautiful. I'll take a picture after stream. Take a picture. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the news gets from the universe that's 99% your own. Maybe if we tried to meet somewhere, we would find Oh, Wolf, don't say that. Why would you say that? What is wrong with you? You trying to scare everyone? It's a Thursday. Let's talk about nice things. That would be so crazy. You try and meet up with someone and you're like, I'm literally here. And they're like, so am I. And you think, wow, I'm being fucked with. You both go home thinking you've been messed about. Reality is, you're in a different... you literally... Maybe it was Wolf from the future that entered a black hole and is trying to talk to Wolf in the past. Made him... Never experienced an earthquake, but would you really? Well, we were talking about them. We were literally talking about them on Sunday. We watched a video about Krakatoa, don't we? Because I mentioned that we had an earthquake here like 20 years ago that I remember that woke me up. I was like, oh, I've not experienced one since. I did last night, and I didn't. Um, I didn't. I didn't feel it. Didn't notice. I manifested it. Ooh. And then it happened, and I didn't feel a thing. So it's kind of like pointless, really. Bit silly, really. Trying to tell him not to watch Interstellar. Trying to tell he. Oh my God, Wolf was trying to tell me to not watch Interstellar for the second time, so I wouldn't figure out that it's actually an okay film and not a bad film. But he got the wrong house. He like shook my house, and he the wrong like too late. 2 out of 10. No, it's like a 4 out of 10. It was a 2 out of 10. Now it's a 4 out of 10. I am disgusted. Well, I'm sorry, Wolf, but opinions change. People change. Watch it alone. Hell no. Hell no. Woke up thinking someone was banging. I'm like, oh my God, I'd be shitting myself. Because you're signing with your mind. No, that's actually not true at all. I would never, ever, as an adult, you really think I would lie about something to impress a man is honestly really insulting. No, I will be very honest about my views on things. If I don't like something, I'm actually very mean. I feel like you've not been watching the stream. I'm a very mean person, and I'm very honest. Even if I know it's going to hurt someone's feelings, I genuinely thought the film was okay. I refuse to believe watching it with your new friend never made it better. Well, part of the thing is, watching it, I actually paid attention. Like, the first time I watched it, I was not really paying attention at all. I was kind of like, I think I paid attention for maybe, 20 minutes before I zoned out. And then, basically, I watched the first part of the film, which is the most boring part. And then I literally was talking to Wolf the entire time, going on Reddit, going on fucking, I didn't watch any of the good bits, but the other week I watched the good bits, and I was like, oh, I understand why people like this film now. I get it, because I've watched the good bits now, not just the shit 1 hour fucking slog at the start. It was just so long and so drawn out. Wolf, watch it again, but skip the first hour. Seriously, let me know. That's cheating. It's not. I promise you that it's not. It's not cheating. What are we watching? Interstellar. By the way, if you guys want to watch a film tomorrow, you have to either tell me. The first hour is not even. The first hour is just boring. The first hour could have been 20 minutes, but for some reason they make it an hour. If you guys want to watch a film tomorrow, I will not be there. Please, if you want to watch a film, you need to tell me exactly what film, what time. I will create an event for you, but I won't be there to help. And by help, I mean make the event, or start the event. I mean, it'll start on its own, given the time, I think. Or, I was going to say, Adam, I don't know if you have the option to make an event. Do you have a top 4 favourite movies? Yes, I do. Johnny, if you can, then that would be great. If you guys want to watch something. My top 4 on Letterboxd. I'm joking. About Time. Wreck. Perfect Days. And I think the film is called Marcel and Michelle. To be honest, I should probably remove that because I haven't watched it twice. I feel like if I'm gonna add a film to my favourite films, I should have watched it more than once. I think you should watch it more than once. So I'm thinking of removing and starting over. Let me check actually. I think I should probably remove. Marcel the Shell with shoes on. Yes, I just remember watching it earlier this year, and it was so sweet. Like it was so sweet. I really enjoyed it, and I was like, "This is adorable." I cried. I cried like multiple times watching it. I really enjoyed watching it. And so I was like, "No, I've not watched it more than once, which is why I think I should remove it and rewatch it at some point." I'm gonna alter. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna alter my favorite films. I used to have The Thing on and The Shining, but I don't have them on anymore. So my favorite films now are Wreck and About Time. Really? I've heard of Marcel and the Shell. It feels like eyeball. Yeah, he's a little guy and he's got an eye in his shell. Really cute. Yeah, the grandma. Anyway, it made me cry a few times. No, I mean About Time. It's one of my favorite films. I definitely know the name. It's About Time. It's a good film. I've probably watched it like four times. I typically am not a rom-com kind of person, but I cried and I cried and I cried and I loved and I loved and I loved. I don't know. It's just like it's very sweet. I'm sure that movie is great, but her smirk on the post. Yeah, I know which one you mean. I know which one you mean. I know exactly. Yeah, I'm like, don't really want to do. Sometimes the poster just ruins it for me. I'm like, am I really gonna give this artsy fartsy shorty film a go? And it's like no. I think I'm just a big movie hater. It has to be all unpredictable or really fast paced. TikTok brain. TikTok, 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 TikTok. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Wolf can only watch a film and enjoy it if there's like 5 TikToks of Subway Surfer on the side. Do you go into anything with the feeling? Yeah, Wolf, actually. Do you go into things with a negative view? Are you open-minded or are you closed-minded? Do you go, I'm gonna hate it? Have you watched a film with us? Have you watched a film with us that you've enjoyed, by the way? I would be curious to know. It's not negative, it's realistic. Did you see the new Wicked movie? No, I actually really want to watch them. Because there's just so much about Wicked. Like, Wicked is like everywhere. I really actually want to watch them. Because at first I was like, Wicked, I'm not like... Yeah, like actual fun. Twilight, the first 2 were fun. That is so funny. Of all the films we've watched, Wolf enjoyed Twilight the most. Hi, class. I can't wait to see Love Actually on my grandpa. Oh, I'm gonna rewatch the Wallace and Gromits, I think, at Christmas. Last year we watched the old ones on Christmas Eve, and then we watched the new one on Christmas Day. Did you like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Wolf? Apart from the first like half hour, which was a bit boring. I hate what? What? You hated it? What? Really? You wanted to die? What the fuck? Really? I started Twilight recently. When I was a kid, I parted out, what the fuck, this is so bad. But reading it now, I haven't finished it. I'm like, there's nowhere near as bad as people. I've never read the books. I've never ever read the books, like the Twilight books. Never ever. But I've watched the films, and when I was younger, I wasn't part of the club that was like, it's cringe, but like I just didn't pay attention to it, and I saw the memes that were like still a better love story than Twilight, and I was like, well, it's probably shit. I won't give it a go. But I think genuinely, and I say this with all, I think the first film is actually pretty good. It goes downhill real fucking quick after the first one, but the first film is honestly not that bad. But I noticed a lot of people on Letterboxd have 2.5 as their average rating. Mine, I'll have a look at mine. You're like biggest rating, or this is what my oh my my these are my ratings. Look, I think I used to be a lot nicer with my reviews. I'm more of a TV guy. Have you ever seen Murderbot? No, never. This is my. I'm really nice. What the fuck? I thought I was meaner. I thought I was so much meaner. I thought it was meaner. Trying to explain. You ever feel like you're watching the same movie over and over in different settings? That's how I feel. Wolf, what's your favourite film? Chuck's. Chuck. No, what's this? I feel like for me, a movie has to be really bad for me to like. I'm quite judgy because, like, I think part of my problem is, and I'll admit to this now, I have a bit of TikTok brain, and so, like, if I'm watching a film and it's losing my attention, I'm already not feeling good about it, and I rate it lower because I'm like, you need to keep my attention. If I watch a film and I'm like, wow, I can't look away, it's probably getting 5 stars. Which is probably like why a lot of the films that I watch in cinema end up getting a higher rating than the films I watch at home, because like if you're in the cinema, you literally can't do anything about, like, you're literally in the cinema, you're watching, you're not looking at your phone, you're not whatever, and so like I end up rating cinema films higher just because I'm there for, and that's the only reason I'm there. But I have movies that are formative, so I watched them when I was The Matrix, The Crow, Terminator. Wolf, you're such an interesting person. Oh, the doll they were going to use for Bella's daughter. You named my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? My average is high because if I don't like a movie, I tend not to finish. Oh, really? I cannot do that. Like, it's very rare that I don't finish a film. I'd be interested to know which Wolf prefers out of No Country for Old Men and Uncut Gems. Big. Yeah, I think so, Pete. Hi, Stacey. I do not have TikTok or anything. The only social media I use is Discord, if that even counts. I think it does count. I used to be like very off social media, for a long time. I recently, like, I'm a bit more on it than I have been. Yes, horse. If you were a Patreon, which I am, because I became a Patreon so I could change the name of my tag for films that I watched in the Discord, you get an end of year thing. I hated No Country for Old Men because the villain was pissing me off. Well, they did their job. They did their job. Has anyone watched a YouTube video about how Snowpiercer is the sequel of No. I've never even heard of Snowpiercer. I think there's a Letterboxd wrap, but the poor don't get no. Let me have a look at Letterboxd now. I don't know if I'll have it until December. Stats for 2025. I have my stats. These are my stats. I think, yeah, this is what I have so far. It's like you get like stats for the year, and you can click on it, and it'll say, I can't believe I'm averaging 1.5 films a week. That surprises me. But to be fair, we've watched a lot. Most watched Interstellar twice. We watched a lot of films recently. Haven't we? But what I'm excited for, TV show wise, I've also decided I think I'm going to watch Stranger Things. Oh, I thought that the amount of films I'd watch would be lower than 1.5 a week. Because I don't feel like I watch many films, but the past few months we have watched a film like every weekend. I think I'm going to watch Stranger Things. I watched season 1 and I watched season 2 with my dad, and I remember, do you want to watch it? No, I just want to watch it because like I'm being bombarded with it, and I'm just like, might as well fucking watch it. So I watched season 1. Me and my dad watched it when it came out. We liked it a lot, and then season 2 came out. We watched it and we were like, oh, this is rubbish. Like, let's give up with this. And that's all I've watched, and I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to know how it ends. Like, I kind of just want to Wolf, I've been beat. It's a bit like Wicked. Like, I would never have been interested in Wicked if it wasn't shoved in my face everywhere I go. Like, it does get to a point where you're like, okay, I think I actually am gonna fall for. Yeah, I'm gonna fall for the marketing now. It's been enough that like I can't really escape it. I watched Smiling Friends. Yeah, I have not started watching that thing from the Better Call Saul lady. Well, it got to that point for me. I'm gonna sub for a month and binge everything I've missed on Netflix. I think that's a good idea. But I want to watch that, and I want to watch. I want to watch the new Fallout. I'm excited for it even. The more it's shoved in my face, the more I want nothing to do with it. If it were any good, they wouldn't have to bombard me with, yeah, but the thing is, it obviously is good because a lot of people like it. I'm trying to trigger Wolf. Did it work? A lot of emphasis. Well. Themes of AI take over in groups, I think, but not exactly AI. Can I be honest? I'm a bit fucking sick of AI being everywhere. Like, I don't need to watch a TV show about AI. I'm done. I already have to, be the bloody warden in a jail of AI. I have to see it on Twitter and wherever. Like, I'm done. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't even want to see people talking about how they hate AI. So do I, pal. Like, what do you want us to do? I don't care if you hate AI. I don't care if you like AI. I just don't want to hear about it. The only person I want to hear about it from is people in the Discord, because I think that's fun and funny. But, like, I don't need to watch a TV show being like, AI equal bad. Like, yeah, I know. So, what do you want me to do about it? You know, like, what the fuck? What am I going to do? Nothing. Fucking nothing. Anywho, someone asked at the start of stream, so you don't do an intro or what? Guys, hello. How was everyone's day? Did everyone have a nice day? My intro's 30 minutes late, but hello. How's everyone's day? Is everyone... We need a sick intro video with like... Oh my god, I can't believe that someone genuinely was asking, like, why have you not got a starting soon? Yeah, like an hour-long starting soon screen. What the fuck do you mean? Who did what? What? Can you talk about it or no? What the fuck? Yeah, sorry, hello's not good enough for you. I'm sorry. The streamer showing up to stream on time and immediately starting stream isn't good enough for you? What the fuck? At work, all good. I am pogging. Can you fuck off for 15 minutes and those are the intros I'm used to. Oh, Cowboy, are you getting any better? shouldn't talk about it in any depth, but I'm hoping it doesn't go anywhere. How did that happen? I'm just curious. I actually kind of like. Perfect. Okay, that's good. That's good. Just gaming stalker law. Epic. Okay, lady. I had a McDonald's Christmas burger and instantly regretted. I had a maple syrup latte at M&S. Regret. Wasn't very good. Wasn't very good. Kind of tasted burnt too. I don't know how they did that, but it tasted burnt. I was like, the fuck? I feel like I'm spinning today. Really? I did see on BBC, it said like flu cases are up like massively within last week and people are being hospitalised for it. I'm not saying that you should be hospitalised or you're going to get hospitalised, but it just shocked me because I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Why does everyone have the flu? And I feel like everyone has been unwell, like that I know recently. I need to do my nail varnish. I've been feeling rough, but it doesn't seem like flu. I have a cold that is still lingering. I thought it was going to be gone. But it's not. Where the hell is my nail varnish? Oh. Even my dad asked if I don't want to go see the doctor. Well, I was, people having stuff they shouldn't. Drugs. I can't, like, I obviously, Hoopty, like, if you can't talk about it, don't talk about it, but, I'm like so curious what the fuck it could be. You know, like I'm just a very nosy individual. Maybe me is two cocks. No comment. Whoa. Okay. Well, I don't know nothing. I don't know a thing. You know, I don't know. None of my business. You know. None of my bloody business. But I'm not a happy boy. That is quite frustrating, Hoopty. It's not your fault, is it? Quick, flush your stash now! Yeah, I hope nothing comes of it. I hope it's just a strange situation that goes away quickly. Anyone planning on doing any drugs this weekend? Loads. Also, not good. That counts. I don't plan on doing any. Are you? Nah. Did a couple of lines to get through conference day 2. Oh yes, guys. Today we have a wonderful treat. Day 2 of the conference is ready. Horse has been putting in lots and lots of work, so please, round of applause for Horse for doing this for us again. I'm very excited for day 2 because apparently day 2 is more upset. You know, day 2 is like more people getting upset. Do you have Dare in the UK? I don't know. I have something. I have an opinion that I have based off not a lot of info. I think people in the UK do a lot more drugs than people in America. When I think of the UK, I think everyone's like, do you have, how many friends do you have that don't do any drugs? Not many, I don't. Why are you telling upset for upset? Can you please speak English? Speak the language that we taught you, please. I know it's a drug, but I agree. I would say America is... yeah, when I think of America, I think like I don't know. I don't think they have the same like drinking culture. I don't think they have the same. Um, I don't think they have the same. I bet there are people who definitely do drugs a lot. But I don't think it's as common for because I feel like there's a lot of people who do drugs like borderline every weekend, and I just in my mind I don't really see that happening in America. Why I don't know. It's literally based off nothing. It's genuinely based off like no stats or anything. I just like when I've been out in America, and I've been out, people don't really do. Again, this is based off like not a whole bunch of experiences, but people are more into drinking, um, or like I guess it's the type of people I hung out with, to be fair. But like, if they're more into drinking, or like they're not doing ket, like they're not doing ket. They're maybe doing like acid, and you don't do acid every week, do you? You don't do acid every week. You do acid every 6 months or so. And so that's in my mind. I'm just thinking that American, but I could be wrong. You used to do acid. That's not good. Microdose, though, how did that affect your life? I've never really understood microdosing. Like, I think, and do anything, you're a loser. Do you know what, Hoopty? I'm with you. I do genuinely see people who constantly are on it as losers. I think, like, for me, 21 was like the year that I was still putting my hand in places. But ever since I was 21, I've only had alcohol and, like, smoked weed a couple of times and had some edibles, but, like, I didn't like it and I will never do it again. Like, I just can't be arsed anymore. It's like, I'm too old for this. Too old for it. Too old for it. Too old for it. The hamster on my left. This one? The bunny? Hamster on my left. My right. Which one? This one? Or the bunny? My left. Same wolf. I completely agree. Stage left. I'm mainly with him as well. I would maybe give a higher 24. And if then you need to wake the fuck up. Can fuck about a bit being all new in the big world, but Jesus Christ, get over it. I think so too, Hipty, because to me, these guys, they're beavers. They're beavers. I'll show you this one. He's a baby beaver. He's a little beaver. And he's fat. These are beavers too. Not hamsters. No, they're beavers. Yeah, they're beavers. And this, I think she's a cat. I think she's a cat, beaver, cat, chicken. Cat, grommet. About doing, about, oh, fuck. Chicken. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, when you're new to it all, it's like people who drink all the time or people who go to clubs all the time. I kind of understand going to the club a lot when you're like 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, okay. If you're going clubs like often though, after that, I'm thinking, really? Really? Like, are you not sick of it? Like, for me, I think I'm just kind of sick of it. Like, I have no interest in going. But like clubbing, like, I don't know. What's the lore behind favorite animal? Yeah, my favorite animal. Yeah, like I would like, and I know I sound like I know I'm 26 and I'm not old, and I know I sound old, but like, and I don't want to come across like I think I'm better than it. By the way, because like, don't get me wrong, I used to go clubbing multiple times a week. Um, I don't know. I would just rather be at home. I would just rather be at home. Um, And if I'm not at home, I'd rather be like maybe at a bar or a pub. Like a pub is nice. I like going to the pub and like having a little drink at the pub. Um and just getting like a little bit happy, a little bit merry. And then once you've got a little bit merry, you go home, you go to bed at like a decent time, like 1 a.m. That's it, you know? That's it. Like that's it. You don't need to, you're not home at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, feeling like shit. Um, Ayahuasca as a baby so I could stop drugs when I was older. Gav, I find that fucking insane. Yeah, and like the next day, like if you go clubbing, like the next day is not real. Like you don't live the next day. There is no day for you. The state of people you see up in Glasgow after 10 p.m. you could draw them out. Without seeing them easy. Pure cretins. Can tell they're all out, they're not. But I like a bit of a beer during the day, maybe. And maybe a glass of wine at a bar. But like, I don't want to go to a club. I don't want to get like all sweaty, come home really late, or really early, feel disgusting and dirty, but not shower because I'm gonna go to bed. Feeling like my bed is dirty now, immediately, like just disgusting. A fucking next day you got a banging headache, feel sick, don't want to eat. Finally at 5 p.m. rolls around and you can finally feel yourself starting to become human again, and it's like my day is gone. Like why have I done that to myself? Your community gives me pub vibes. Wait, that's nice. No, I like that. That's actually nice. That is such a nice way of describing it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I just can't. I don't know. It's just not. It's just not for me anymore. You've never had a hangover. Do you like drink lots of? So maybe that's it. Do you drink lots of what? I've apparently heard that like, if you're gonna drink a lot, you should drink. Like, let's say you have a plan that you're gonna drink a lot at night. You should drink a lot of water during the day, because like my thing of trying to get over it is like I come home and I start like gulping water because I'm like, oh, I need to be hydrated for when I go to sleep. But apparently that's already too late. You need to be hydrated during the day too. Like, you need to be very hydrated. I've been thinking of just drinking juice next time I go out, see how it feels. Maybe concealed earplugs too. My problem is like, I don't enjoy being around drunk people unless I'm drunk. You know? Like, I find it very frustrating as a sober person to be around drunk people. And so I don't think I would enjoy that. I think it would piss me off. When you go home, I don't think we have that here. Gatorade or whatever the fuck. I've had it in America and it was awesome. Very, very hydrating. But we don't really have that in the UK. Anyone else ever notice how hard friends who are high and drunk want to get you high and drunk, especially because they know you tend not? No, I've never had that, luckily. Actually, wrong. Like, a few years ago, I had a friend group, and a lot of them did like drugs every weekend. I'm talking like MD, like every weekend. I didn't want to do MD. I have no interest in MD whatsoever. Like, I just don't have an interest in it. But I do like a drink. And so I would get drunk, but they would always be like, take some. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Yeah, MD every weekend. Right, isn't this fucked up? one of the girls in the group ended up having like such a bad mental breakdown afterwards. You are fucking your brain for life. If you do MD like often, you have actually ruined your life. Like, you've just fucked everything up. She had such a bad like mental breakdown when she thought about killing herself, because obviously like the serotonin goes like through the fucking roof and then it drops, that she like turned off her phone and like basically ran away for a day. And like I was worried, like I was really worried about her. Like, people were like, the other people were joking, but I was like, no, I'm kind of worried about her. Anyway, it turns out I should never have worried about her because she was a bitch. MD is like ecstasy. And like literally the next weekend she does MD, and I remember that like I remember that she was like, Hannah, you're so boring, you never do anything. And I was just like, okay. Bear in mind, like, I don't think I'm a boring person to be around, especially, like, I was drunk also. Like, I'm definitely not, the boring part was the fact that I wasn't doing it with them. And I was like, okay, I don't want to hang out with you guys anymore. Like, I don't think I'm interested. And, like, a couple of them were like, no, she didn't mean it. She was just, and I was like, I don't really care if she meant it or not, honestly. Like, I don't care. This is cringe. Like, bear in mind, these people were all older than me. Like, I was like 22 maybe, and they were like 25. Like, 25 doing MD every weekend because your life's that fucking miserable. No, that's really embarrassing. Hey, do you want some what? You know, rub. No, happens so many times. Yeah, and it's like, no, I don't want it. Like, leave me alone. I see drugs as like action roleplay the mind. It glitches the code and wiring, and sometimes you can glitch things irreversibly. No, you're right though. You're right. Like, this is why I would never do drugs again. Like, I did acid one time, and I genuinely, and I joke about it, but I'm somewhat serious. I did acid. I was really depressed before I did acid. I did acid, and after acid, I stopped being depressed. Now, do I think it was 100% acid that did that? No, I don't. I think there was so many things in my life that made that. But I did that and I went, okay, I'm not doing that again. Because what if you do it again and you fucking rewire something and get fucking schizophrenic? You know what I mean? Like, if it can do that, it can make things much worse. Like, I clearly was lucky that it didn't do anything bad to me. What was it like? Well, to be honest, I would say I don't put all of it on acid, like, at all. Like, at all. I do think there were areas of my life that I was unhappy with at that time and before for many years that, like, I kind of made my way out of afterwards. Like I used to be very depressed about the fact that I, like, didn't have a dream job, and everyone, like, this is when I was, like, in my, like, 21, maybe. Everyone I knew had gone to uni, and I didn't, and I just felt like a complete and utter failure in my life. I think I was 21. Yeah, I must have been 21. Everyone had gone to uni, I didn't. I felt like a loser. I had, like, basically not, like, a huge amount of friends because a lot of my friends had gone to uni, and so, like, I didn't have anyone in my area that, like, I hung out with on a regular basis. I did have a few people like that, and honestly, looking back, those friendships were very, very great, but for some reason I just didn't really, I don't know, I was in, like, a bad headspace and I didn't appreciate what I had, like, at all. I, like, didn't have a job, and I was just, like, overall very sort of miserable. I was very insecure. I didn't like myself. You know, I didn't like who I was as a person. I thought I was ugly. Like, there was just, like, everything bad that you could ever think about yourself, it was there. And afterwards, yeah, I was lost. I was honestly just super lost. But the thing is, and this is a key point that I think is important, I did acid on my trip to America, which I did on my own. And I think that, like, a part of the thing that made me happier was I developed a confidence in myself that I could do things on my own, which I never had before, and I could have fun, and I could meet new people, and I could put myself out there and survive and enjoy it. And so, like, I do think that was a big part of it. When I came home from America, I started streaming, which became a job, which makes me very happy. So there was that. So I do think there were actually, like, things that I did myself that made me less depressed. I don't know how I became more confident in myself. I genuinely don't know. I don't know if it's just something that happens with age. No idea. Like, some of the things I can't really explain, and I don't really know how I did it, but I did it, and I don't, and those are the things where I go, maybe it was partly acid. I don't know. Hi, Mifridian. My PC running. It's keeping me warm. You don't want to be around those people anyway, because they'll 100% hoop day. Okay. I used to get drunk when I was a student. Don't really drink much nowadays. I'll drink. I think it's nice to just have like a drink now. Like, you don't have to get drunk. You can literally just have a drink. I think people who believe drugs can alter your mind in a positive way are just gagging to justify trying to take them. This doesn't mean it's not affected some people, but I think drugs for a huge majority of people are likely to make them. Oh, I do agree, Wolf. And the thing is, like, while I think that, like, it did help me, I would never tell anyone to do it, because I don't know if it really did. I don't know if it's something I've just kind of convinced myself over the years. Because was it instant? I mean, a little bit. What was the trip itself like? Not really crazy. Like, my vision was a bit fucked up, and like everything was a bit like wavy. Like, if you looked at the back of your hand, it was like it was moving. But genuinely speaking, that is the only thing that I remember being different. Sometimes I wonder if I actually thought my way through self-issues, or if it was just age. Makes me wonder whether advice self-help actually success. No, because I know exactly what you mean. Like, I do think with age I have become more confident in myself, and I think a lot of people feel like this. But then I think, is it just age? Like, what do you mean? Is it just experiences in my life that have made me feel like this, and it's not anything I actually did? You know, like, did I even do anything to, like, improve, you know, my feelings about myself? Or was it just literally, like, life experiences that I had that made me feel better? You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. Even if it did, I'm sure it affects everyone differently, and also maybe under different circumstances. So maybe someone does it alone at home and they're fine. And then maybe they try with friends somewhere else and it breaks their brain. And this is why I would say, don't do it. This is why I would 100% say, like, do not do it with the idea that it's going to fix you, because I think for a lot of people, it doesn't fix you. It'll make maybe the problem worse, or it won't do anything, and you're going to be massively disappointed about the fact that it didn't do anything, and that's going to feel really shit. So this is why I would never actually tell anyone to do anything, because they say it helps you realize things about yourself. One of the only things I realized was being a guy who does mushrooms alone in the room is kind of cringe. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. But this is literally me speaking about, like, psychedelic sort of drugs. Don't do MD thinking it's gonna fix you, because it's actually gonna break you. 100%. You know, it is going to break your brain, and you're never gonna feel joy again. Don't do ket. Don't do ket, because you will end up unable to hold in your piss because your bladder is broken. You know, I read so many stories recently of, like, uni-aged people, like people coming out of uni and their bladder's broken because they did so much ket while at uni. Like, that is just so bad. All of them Mithridian. All of them. It does make me wonder what it would be like if someone finally cracked brain manipulation, similar to how they're messing with Neuralink. I want a chip that's not made by Elon Musk. I don't want a chip in my brain. Yeah, anyone else. Anyone but him. They tried it. Do you think it's okay to test it with chimps? Thoughts? Question mark. Yeah? Really? I think it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Wolf. That's my thought process too. This is annoying me. I read an article that those monkeys are like picking at their brains, becoming depressed. See, this is my thing. No one's chipping my brain. Buy drugs anywhere or control them, people. If it's so safe and necessary, why not test? I agree. Some of the tests have been really encouraging. What are they doing? Like, what is the goal with the chips? Like, what is? And don't say mind control. More efficient brain to machine interfacing. Get them back to work. Why does it say subscribe on mobile? It's cheaper when it's not. What do you mean? It's so that you can use your own concentration to control a computer's input. So you can use your mouse and keyboard without needing your hands. Genuinely like, who needs that? Why would you not want to use your hands? It's basically, I mean, unless you're disabled. Yeah, unless you're disabled, of course. Yeah, if you're disabled, I guess that makes a lot of sense, actually. But otherwise, it's basically an interface you can control with your brain, which then links to another external system to let them do stuff like control computers. I see, okay. Interesting. So not for me then. Which is fine by me. Not everything has to be made for me. Imagine just thinking it's hot and your thermostat adjusted automatically. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if my life would actually be improved that much by that. Mind control gaming, hoopty, it's already out there. It's already about. But I work a lot on computers. I would love to be able to walk, stand around and work. I see, okay. You could control an exoskeleton and let you walk by using your thoughts. Are you going to hand it out for free? No chance. America's going to be charging these folks for it and then telling them they'll be working from home to pay off the debt. Imagine you have the flu, feel cold, and the apartment turns into a sauna. Yeah. I don't know, like, it sounds cool, but I don't think I will be in need of it. You know, I'm not disabled for now. And I have no want to be able to control the temperature of the heating with my mind at all. Like, I'm okay turning my light on. It doesn't exhaust me to like turn my light on in my room. I don't need like everything to be automated. This is what I'm wondering. Who do like this? Okay, so what if you think like, oh, it's a bit cold. I want my heating on, but then like, does it say does it respond with like, are you sure? I feel like it would just do, and then yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, because sometimes you think to yourself, something nasty maybe. Let's say you're disabled, and you're using it to like, it has like a, I don't know, you've got a fucking exoskeleton on that is moving you around, and someone annoys you, and you go, I really want to punch that person. Like, I want to punch that person. Immediately punch them. It says that on profile, it's £6. Yeah, should I tell you why? If you click on the link that is actually attached to that, it is $4.99. If you subscribe on mobile in the app, it is more expensive, but I have specifically given you a link so that if you would like to subscribe on mobile, please eat. Oh, that's so interesting. If you like want to subscribe on mobile, you can, without the App Store being like, oh, we're gonna take £2. I should let you all know, I'm becoming a critic techno optimist. Wait, I am becoming a critic techno optimist bullshit. It's beginning to maul me. I think it's becoming diseased. Planet is accelerating in this fatal state of being, and we have folk wanting to plant a chip in their brain so they can wear an exoskeleton that allows them to do double the slave labor than usual. Wake up! Wake up! Can you tell how skinny I am based off my... I think they're threatened by my incredible jawline. I think many people look at my jaw and they go, wow, that is incredible. That is beautiful. I've never seen a jawline. So, wait. One moment, please. I'm a little late, but we can... Oh yeah, did they also notice this? I just had a lovely tea, by the way. What did I have to eat? I had chicken, I had potatoes, I had vegetables. The chicken had breadcrumbs and garlic and cheese. It was awesome. It was really awesome. It was really, really awesome. It was really cool. Really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. I do wonder, I do wonder what the goal is when someone says something like that. Do they think that I'm going to cry? Do they think I'm going to be upset? They must do. Like, I can't imagine another reason of saying it unless you're just completely socially inept. Just spreading the sadness. Spreading the misery. I think so too. Like, no one who gets enough attention in their life is going into Twitch chat and saying like rude things to streamers for no reason. Go on, Toby. What's your realization about open relationships? No, the wording shouldn't be different. There's literally no reason whatsoever to like make a comment about how much someone eats when you literally have no idea how much they eat. Like, would you do that in the real world? Like, in the real world, you're on the bus and you see a complete stranger who's like overweight. Do you go up to them and say, please eat less? You don't. Because that would be really fucking weird. I think they're really cool and fun and fine. Toby, why are you saying this? Adam, not only is it out of order, like, they have no information to go off. You know, like, that's the crazy thing. Yeah, like, you're judging by assuming something. Like, you have no idea. Like, you genuinely, like, not only is it out, it's, like, completely ignorant. Wait, Toby, what? Wording should be different. It took you 5 minutes to write that out. Can you blame me for misinterpreting where, I kind of hate how the internet in general lets people basically do drive-by insults without social... The thing is, I would prefer it happens to me than someone who's going to be bothered by it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I agree. Like, I completely agree with you. But, like, I'm fine. Like, if 500 people came in and said that I was, like, underweight and I needed to eat more, it genuinely wouldn't bother me at all. And I would rather it happen to me than it happen to, like, someone who would be upset by it. People are so fucking weird. People are really weird. Like, why is it any of your business? Do you know what? And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I think no one. I think no one should ever make a comment on anyone's, like, weight or body, in the sense that, like, people go, like, I'm worried. It's not you. Like, it's not your life. Unless you're, like, friends with someone or a family member. It's like people who, like, bang on about Eugenia Cooney. And it's like, if Eugenia Cooney died tomorrow, your life would not change. Nothing would happen to you. Your life would go on like normal. Like, why do you even care? I don't care that you broke your elbow. Kind of why I want to get rid of the internet. I feel like it would fix a lot of this. I agree. I matched with a couple on Bumble, and they're actually really cool. Toby, is it a male and a female? I would be so scared. I would never know two girls. Oh! Is it Holly? I'm joking. It wouldn't be Holly. It would never be Holly. I would be so scared to do anything, like, with a couple ever. Like, I would be so scared because, like, they already have a bond. They have a relationship. They're going to talk about you afterwards. I'm not trying to doubt, like, go for it if you want, Toby. I'm just saying, I could not because I would be scared. Like, what if I performed terribly? And now I've got a couple out there who refer to me as the reason they don't open their relationship anymore. I bet that's tough. Yeah, I bet that's fucking tough. Yeah, you ruin it for them. They're like, you know what? We'll not do that again. We're not doing that shit again. No. We're not doing that again. I will say, another one. I think underweight people have it worse than overweight people. I go on social media from any overweight person, and I often find that comments are quite positive. I go on the comments of an account with someone with anorexia, and the comments are nothing but insults and hate. See, I agree and disagree with you. I think, generally speaking, in the world, thin people are treated better than bigger people. 1,000,000% thin people are treated better. But if you go online, I think that people are mean to both. But I think it's like, if someone's mean to a skinny person, you don't often see someone go, that's not on. But if someone's mean to a fat person, you often have like a community that rallies behind them and goes, that's not on. From my experience online. Again, I do think fat people generally in life have it so much harder than skinny people. But I do think there's like almost like a hatred towards skinny people that you don't like. People are evil about fat people, but I don't think they hate them in the way they hate skinny. It's a different type of hate. It's different, and I don't know why it's different or like what it is. I don't know if it like triggers people to see like a skinny, like I don't know what the fuck it is. But I do think fat people have it harder. But yeah, I think it's like more socially acceptable to be like mean to skinny people. For example, that guy just told me to eat more. And do you know why he did it? He saw my jawline. He saw my cheekbones and he said, I wish I was you. That's why he did it. He was jealous. Just jealousy. Sorry, pal, it will never be you. But skinny body types have been glorified more through beauty standards. So I think some people who rally behind bigger people, but not skinny people, are maybe feeling a bit of unconscious envy, even if it's misplaced. I think you might be right. Kaka, what was your unpopular opinion yesterday? Oh, it was that like people over 30, like once you get over 30, the dating pool gets depressing. I saw it like it gets worse. Hi, Hazaler, which I didn't agree with. It gets smaller, but not worse. But yeah, interesting. What? Guys, is this normal? What the fuck? Please update Discord to view this message. There is no update. Am I being fucked with here? Did someone copy paste this? The hell is that? I just closed mine and opened it. It's still there. What the fuck? Restart Discord? Like task manager it? What the fuck? I've never seen that in my life. Discord, end task. Right, let's try again. No, horse. No. Wait, can I not view? Has anyone... Oh! Oh, it's a Discord recap of the year? What? Oh my god, it's a Discord... Has anyone... I've got like a Discord recap. What the hell? Claim now. What the fuck? Wait, where'd it go? I just got like a... You know, every app has a... what the hell? People are posting theirs though. Wait, open checkpoint. Wait. This happens if you're new here or have privacy settings enabled. Wait, so I have some privacy setting on Discord that means that I can't look at my recap? What privacy settings do I have on that mean I can't see my recap? Mine's going to be disgusting because I spend a lot of time on Discord. A lot of time on Discord. What privacy setting do I have enabled? I assume it means it hasn't been tracking the whole year. It can't measure me because I have privacy settings enabled. The fuck? How? What privacy settings do I even have enabled? Wait, can someone else do this? Guys, what the fuck am I missing? I can't believe Discord's doing a recap now. I want to see what my picture is. I want like a capybara or a beaver, you know? I want some. Hi, Sven. What the hell? Where's what privacy settings do I have? Oh, maybe it's because I'm streamer mode. It depends on your Discord activity and your checkout frequently asked questions. Checkpoint is available to users who are active on Discord in 2025 and have used data to personalize my Discord experience enabled settings. Ooh, I probably will have had that off. This is what I'm wondering, like, this is what I'm thinking, right? It's like, what data are they, like, are they reading all your messages?
Thank you.
I was nice today.
Hello, rei menor que 3 e chat.
You can request your data. Thank you very, very much for subscribing. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. In our Discord, Marshall. In our Discord for subscribing. Yeah, they have to, because age verification, I bet. So... no way I don't get one. Oh my fucking god, I can't believe that I don't get one because I value my privacy. You're telling me because I value my privacy, I don't get a cool fucking emote thing? What the fuck? We don't get one, and I'm not selling a year's worth of data to Discord to get one neck. None either. Fuck you. Fuck you, Discord. Fuck you. Frick you. You're not having my freaking data, dude. What? Like, so that every time... I saw something about Discord leak the other day too. So you're telling me, like, every time you get in a voice call, it's like fucking tracking. It's going, okay, they've been in voice for this long. Who do they spend the most time in voice with? Like, holy fuck, that's so weird. That is so weird. My Discord squad is Count, Hammy, and Chicken Epic. Some like Discord. Whoa. The thing is, it's kind of silly because, like, do I do anything on Discord that is, like, illegal or bad? No. But, like, do I want them to know, like, my favourite people to hang out with on Discord? No. Why do they need to know that? Why would they ever need to know that? That's weird. You don't need to know that. That's ridiculous. Guys, can I say something? I'm so excited to play Project Zomboid. I am so unbelievably excited to play Project Zomboid. I was thinking about it before, and I was just like, I want to play it now. You know, I want to play it right now. Discord knows who's really Horse's best friend. That's true, but we'll never know because me and Horse don't have our thing. Sorry, I'm just changing the amount of ads. It's too much. I need to think about what my character's gonna be. American kid who is sending government documents through Discord probably helps the incentive to track everything. So now my question for Discord would be, why are the pedo servers not being nuked? If that's the case. You're good at Zomboid. Every time I tried it, I die in less than 4 minutes. If you want to get good at Zomboid, which I'm not, by the way, but if you want to get good, you need to spend time. You need to spend time learning the game. You're going to die a lot. You're going to die a ridiculous amount. You need powerful allies, specifically the Merpenator. And you have to accept that you're going to die a lot. The first time we played, how many years ago now? We've played it 3 years, so like it'll be our 4th year this year. The first year that we played, the first like 6 hours was basically a nightmare. Yes. Okay, thank you for noticing. Thank you. We spent like 6 hours. We were like, okay, how do you meet up? Let's meet up here. Let's go to this place. Okay, now someone's dead. Someone just got bit. Okay, they bit someone in the car. It was like a nightmare. It was just like everyone dies. Okay, someone picked me up. Okay, zombies have broken into a house. Now I'm dead. It was kind of like that. Now that people know how to play a bit more, it's not quite as bad. But it's a game that you have to put in a lot of time to become good at. There's so many little things about that game that like you don't realize will fuck up your playthrough. If you like, for example, in my first playthrough, I cooked food and I cooked chicken, but I didn't cook the chicken before I put it in a soup. I cooked the chicken with the soup because in the real world, you don't need to cook chicken separately and then put it in. But I got food poisoning and I died. And I learnt my lesson that you need to cook the chicken before you put it in. In-depth sim-like mechanics. I love when actions or game... Same. Because this is what I was saying, like, when I said I wanted an Animal Crossing but more immersive. Obviously, Project Zomboid is a little different to that. But this is what I love about these games, when there's so many things that you can do that are kind of like the real world. It's just like it's very fun to me. Like, it's kind of silly, but I really like it. It's very fun. And Zomboid is awesome. But you can, in my opinion, this is just me, and I'm sure there are people who feel otherwise. In my opinion, though, Zomboid is not a game you can play like all the time. It's a bit like The Sims. You pick it up, you play it constantly for like 2 weeks, you drop it for a year. You cannot like just get on Zomboid every single day forever. Have you played Space State? No, I haven't. I have not. But yeah, I'm really excited to play Project Zomboid again. Why did Count, if you're still here, why did you say you were scared? Is it because you don't think the update will come out? I'm gonna be honest, I literally don't care if the update comes out. Like, I will happily play it without the update. Don't care. I hope I can join. My laptop and internet will hopefully manage it. I think you should be able to play. I want a little bit Obeston Farm though. We can do that next year though, like or the year after. Zomboid has like a Minecraft factor, I feel, even though I haven't really played since like 2012. You haven't played Minecraft since 2012. Yeah, I reckon you should be able to play. they still haven't added. No, they've not added the animals yet. They've not added, and I'm a bit worried because like they need to kind of add them now. Otherwise, like we'll have no mods. Like, do you think we'll have? If they don't add them, we're not gonna be able to have any mods, and it's like we'll have to play on the old version, which is fine. Both games are genre Project Zombar as far as the gameplay being expansive, epic. But is it in space? Question mark. If the patch comes out summer, you guys have to play it. I don't care if you're on vacation. You bring laptop. Really count? Really? In summer? I can't like sit at my PC for like 12 hours a day in the summer. It's just like not realistic. My room will overheat. I'll feel like shit. It'll be like sunny outside and I'm just like sat. The birds, you know, the birds are singing because like when I play Zomboid, I play Zomboid and I play it like into the night every single day. And in the winter, that's fine because when you go to bed at 6 a.m., the birds aren't singing, you know? It's dark. But if you do that in the summer, it's too depressing. I really like the look of Fallout conversion mods for Zomboid. Always meant to check out Fallout mods. We can just play it the next year. Do you genuinely think by summertime you'll be wanting to play it again? Same. Same. I really wanted to play like another game. Like I honestly think that I'm gonna do a chicken, which is funny because I convinced Chicken to not do a chicken. I think I'm gonna uninstall Dota for a bit. Not because I don't have fun with it, but like I have fun, but I haven't won a game in about a month. And I think I would just really enjoy spending a game. Fucked it. I already have a Poogie. I don't need all the upgrades. I think I would just really enjoy like playing other games. Like I really still want to play that RV together or whatever the fuck it is. I really want to like play that. But I haven't really had time cuz like I've been busy on like a Saturday night. Friday night we watch a film and count streams. So I haven't had time like so my Tuesday, my one day and a week that I'm free, my one night a week that I'm free is playing Dota and losing. And it's not that I don't have fun, it's just I think I would be having more fun playing something else. It's a single shift on a space station where the real enemy is not a random assigned bad guy. The vacuum of space. Gulp. Gulp. I feel like if you like Zomboid, Corcor, no, I don't think so. Weirdly enough, no, I don't think so. I hope it wasn't the 2 hour. No, Count, like, no, it wasn't. It's just like, I would be having fun. Like, I have been busy every Saturday for like a month now. So my only night that I can play is Tuesday. I don't want to play Dota as my only game that I play. I called out the Midas yesterday. I'll call it out again. Midas' first item when you ask to be position 5 is like fucking insane. But that's not the reason why I don't want to play it anymore. It's not even that I don't want to play it anymore. I just would rather play some other games. Like we have Nuclear Nightmare, which is like a good game to play at this time of year. There's like the RV there together. There's like loads of games to play that aren't Dota. I just don't need to play Dota every week. Every year I go through a phase where like I don't play Dota for a few months. Like if I have a look, and usually it's around this time of year. Okay, no, like last year I took a break from like December 14th till like February. The year before, like basically most of summer I didn't play. The year before that, like February to June, I didn't play. Like I usually do take a big break from Dota. You need a detox. You need a detox. You can't just play the same game every week forever. Eventually, you do get a bit. And also, there hasn't been a patch in so long. Nothing's changed. like, the game has not changed in, like, literally... When was the last patch? There hasn't been a new hero since Kez, and Kez is shit. I don't want to play Kez. So it's like, there's nothing new to the game. It's like the same game every time. My hand is shaking. This is really hard. I wish I was one of those people who was both-handed. Do you know what I mean? Like, left-handed and right-handed. Whatever. Ambidextrous. Dotox. It's good to have Hoopty back, isn't it? I don't think Dota is, like, super toxic if you play with people you like. Like, if you're playing with friends and stuff like that, like, I think it can be fun. But, like, can I be honest? I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes when I hear the frustration in other people's voices, it puts me off playing. I'm like, ooh, this game is kind of funny, this game is kind of silly. And then, like, I can tell someone's, like, malding. And, like, maybe it's not an extreme mauled, but it's just enough for me to go, like, this person isn't having fun, why the fuck are we playing? The name of the colour is Ethereal by Rimmel. Ooh, look at it. Shiny. No, we play ranked. But even when we don't play ranked, there's often a game where someone, like, says something or does something that makes me go, like, I'm like, not, you know, it's like, why are we playing? Like, you're clearly angry, and I don't have fun when other people are angry at the game. So it's like, it's just not fun. One hit always did it for me playing, like, I don't know, like, and don't get me wrong, like, I think recently I actually got a tiny bit annoyed during a game, and I felt really guilty because I was like, I don't think I'm really having fun right now. I probably shouldn't be playing. But yeah, like, sometimes you can just hear someone's, like, not in a good mood, and it's like, why don't we just play something else? Because, like, you're mauling, and, like, I don't want to hear you mauled. It's gonna stress me out. I don't know. I already feel like I deal with enough, like, angry people in my day-to-day life. Like, when I'm playing a video game and I'm just wanting to have fun, I don't want, like, someone to be angry. It's like, this is my chill out time. I'm trying to chill out. You know, I don't want someone to be upset. Don't want someone to be upset. Okay, now I need to wait for it to dry. Teamfight games bring this out in people. Long rounds just to lose, and then it happens 3 times in a row. Pure poison. It is. You deal with a lot of angry people. Okay. Actually, I did want to talk about this. I did want to talk about this. Okay. I know that I say a lot of nice things about my dad. But Jesus Christ, he's the most angry, irritable moid I have ever come across. Early this week was absolutely, like, painful. My God, like, you would understand if there was a reason for him to feel this way. There's literally no reason for him to feel this way. Just, like, constantly aggravated. Just constantly aggravated. And I wanted to ask people, Do you have someone close in your life that is like constantly in a bad mood, constantly angry, constantly irritable, and like you literally can't convince them that it's not normal? I can't convince him that it's like not normal. It's bizarre. Like, he will literally be like shouting at my mum, aggressive as fuck, and I go, don't. I grit my fucking teeth and I start getting aggressive. Then I go, don't speak to her like that. It's not normal. And a couple of times he's done it in public, and I've literally thought to myself, if I was in public and I heard a man do this to a woman, I would be genuinely worried. Like, I would be genuinely concerned. Like, it's not a way. The more I have grown up, like, the more I've realised, like, this is not a normal way to speak to people. And, like, part of it is down to the fact that when I was with my ex, I spoke to him like this. And at one, like, very early in the relationship, he said, like, why are you speaking to me like that? And I was like what? And he was like, that's not normal. And I was like, oh my God. And it took me a little while, but I really started to wake up to the fact that, like, talking to people that way is not normal at all. Yeah, cowboy, like a child, yeah. No, it's not healthy. Like, it's not good. It's not good for you or anyone around you, because, like, it's, is he always this way? No, and this is what bothers me.
If you are experiencing overwhelming rage,
he's not.
though, it could be damaging your mental and physical health as well as your relationships with others. Uncontrolled anger can be indicative of underlying problems, such as anger management issues or mental disorder. It is important to control your emotions and calm yourself down for your own sake as well as for the sake of those around you.
No, like, this is the thing. He's not always this way. But it's just like recently I was like, oh, he's in a good mood a lot recently. And then, like, this week, something happened, and I don't know, like, what the fuck it was. But, like, every day, he was just, like, majorly aggressive. And, like, angry. And it immediately puts me in a bad mood, because I'll, like, go downstairs. And I'm like, and he's like being aggressive, and I'm like, oh my God, why the fuck are you doing that? Like, and so immediately, like, I've just got up and I'm in a bad mood. I've just got up, I'm in a bad mood now, because, like, someone's been aggressive towards me before my days even began. And and it's just like, okay, now I'm in a bad mood and I have to go and sit in my room and, like, chill out for a bit, because, like, I'm in a bad mood now. Yeah, it can't, like, it doesn't ruin my day. But it definitely makes me, like, frustrated for a little while. And I go to my room and I go, I'm gonna calm down here, because I'm gonna start being aggressive with people now if I don't. So I, like, go in my room, and then I come down, and he does it again. And then I come down at lunchtime. I've just calmed down from it, and I go down for lunch, and he does it again. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my fucking God, like, why are you angry? And I think the reason it bothers me is because there's literally no reason for him to be angry. He's retired in a nice house, mortgage paid off. Are bills a bit stressful to pay? Yeah, but, like, not to a point where it's, like, debilitating. He doesn't have a job, so no one's pissing him off, you know, at work. There's, like, no reason for him to be acting that way. Like, it's not like he's got a period like a woman and, like, hormones are all over the place. So there's no excuse, you know. I just think there's no excuse for it to be like that. My dad has always been emotionally like that, and I've noticed that at home, my way of thinking in my head turns much more gloomy, depressing place. It does. It makes, like, you might be in a decent mood, and then all of a sudden it's like, bang, you're just hit with this fucking thing. Senor Fandango, I sometimes look at the videos he's watching, not massively. I think anger can be motivating emotion, but becomes terrible when it fuels you in the worst issues, misdirected or hidden causes. I think that's why rage bait is such a thing. People rage at someone for sneezing or something that really, reality, the angry person, it's their insecurity. Terrible. No, but I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like an energy vampire. Thank you, Sven. Like, it's just like so miserable, and like this entire week, he's been like really in a bad mood, and I don't know why. And then last night I went downstairs and I saw this, which I posted in the Discord. Hold on, let me post it. And I know that he did this. I put my bedding in the wash, and I was letting it dry downstairs. And I came downstairs and I saw that, and I thought, I know my dad's done this. I know that deep down, he's a good person. You know, like, deep down, he's not this evil moid who's always angry. But, like, God, why does he have to be like that? It really, like, shocked me, because, like, this entire week, I'm, like, in the most foul mood because his mood is rubbing off on me. And then I see this, I'm like, what the fuck? Can you not be different? You know, like, why do you have to be, like, in a bad mood? I had to do like that at work. Just had to learn when to put headphones on and let him do his thing. Thing is, like, these people are miserable, and sometimes that can help you in a way. Like, sometimes, if it's someone that's, like, not in your family and they're just an angry person, it's like, you almost take joy in the fact, like, yeah, they make me miserable, but they're more miserable themselves. When it's your family, it's like, I don't want you to be miserable. Like, I don't want you to feel like this. I don't want you to feel like this. Senor Fandango, I don't know, because he's never said sorry. Ever. I don't know, it's just weird, like, because, like, I don't really come across many people like this in the real world, because I think people only feel comfortable doing this type of stuff around people they're very close to. Like, I think the unfortunate thing about, like, having close relationships with people is, like, they feel like they can basically do whatever, and, like, do you know what I mean? No, because, like, my dad will do this. I'm not joking. Okay, this is, like, an example. This is an example of something that happens. This is genuinely something that happened this week. So my job is to, like, at tea time, make sure the table's set. My mum went in the fridge, and she was in the fridge already, and she brought out the mayonnaise to put on the table, which is my job. My dad went fucking nuts. He went, "Why are you doing that?" And she went, "I was in the fridge already." You know, like, and I said to him, "Stop speaking to her like that." And he went, "Like what?" And he's doing that, "Like what?" Like that. You know, you're being very aggressive. There's no reason for it. She didn't do anything that harmed anyone. It didn't hurt any. Like, she didn't do anything bad. And he's like, well, there's no reason for her to do it. And I said, do you realise how you're being right now? And he's like, and he loses it. When this happens, he loses it. And he walks out the room. Because I don't think he likes being, like, reminded. I think deep down, he probably at that point realises that he's being completely unreasonable. But, it, like, Coco, there's nothing for him to be frustrated over. I'm, like, dead serious when I say this. Yeah, Mifridine, like, the social filter is turned off. Have you ever called him out while you're being... Yeah, I always do. Like, I'm the only one who does it. I'm the only one who does it because my mum pisses me off. She doesn't stick up for herself. It absolutely drives me crazy. Like, she does a little bit, but like not enough. If I was her, I'd have beat the shit out of him years ago. Years ago, he would have been beaten to a bloody pulp. But she's not like that. If I'm actually completely honest, if I was my mum, I would have left him many years ago. Like, I think, honestly, they shouldn't be together. That's how horrible I think he is. I don't think they should be together. Genuinely, for many years, I've thought that she would be much better off on her own. And like, my dad got better once my mum left. Part of me wonders if he hates my mum, to be honest. Like, part of me does wonder if he just hates the family. Like, I wonder if, guys, if one day I don't show up to stream, it's because my dad's done what a lot of dads do, which is kill their entire family. I'm joking, obviously, but like, I think men of that generation have ingrained condition to lack respect towards women. They aren't comfortable being forced to reflect. Wolf, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because, like, my mum is absolutely smarter than my dad. Like, easily. Smarter than my dad. My dad questions, like, everything she says. He will never allow her to be right. Like, if she's right about something, he always, like, will find a way to make it seem like she's wrong. I think there is this. Wouldn't you want to talk to him about this stuff? What do you mean? Would I want to talk to a man who told me, when I told him that I tried to kill myself, that was really stupid? Do you think I can have a conversation with that man? Do you think that it would be possible for me to have a conversation who told me to my face that I was the ugliest of all his children and then didn't apologise? Do you genuinely think that I would be able to have a conversation with someone like that? No. It's not possible. Like, it is not possible. It's something I accepted long ago. Like, it's not a possible thing to have a conversation. Like, an emotional conversation. Not even, it is something that I have ruled out many years ago. Like, it's not possible. I've tried. I can't. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, there's some people that you literally, it doesn't, you could hold them in a room for a week and say, like, you can't have food or water unless you talk about this, and they wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. I don't mean to take it there, but another thing is encouraging for emotional expression gets conditioned differently sometimes for men. Male pride and less likely to heal or express vulnerability or sadness, plus entitlement for a man in the household dynamic. How are you two still on good terms? I don't know, to be honest. It's not, I mean, obviously, like, there are times when the relationship is fine, which is why the thing is, obviously, if this was someone, like, I think a lot of people put up with more from their family because it's your family, and it's like, I can't, like, if you were to basically decide to go no contact with your family, you are causing such a rift in your fucking family. It's unreal. If you decide to leave a friendship, like, let's say you have a friendship group and someone treats you like shit in the friendship group, you leave, and it's kind of a big deal, of course, but, like, family is such a big thing. You know, like, family is just such a big thing that, like, you can't just, like, stop having a relationship with family like it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? And so I think you kind of have to put up with more when it comes to family. If that type of situation happened to me, I would have opened a discussion with my dad, would have made him understand what he was making. He didn't care. I feel like every family I know has a kid that doesn't talk to them. Me too. I know so many people who are more healthy for getting out of family situations. That includes a whole host of abuse and manipulation. Me too, but, like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not what I feel, because obviously, like, generally speaking, I don't feel abused. I don't feel, I just feel uncomfortable. Like, there are times when I feel very uncomfortable, like deeply, deeply uncomfortable. Like, there have been times where I've wanted to move out, but it's like not, it's like, not really. Do you know, like, it's just like, I'm sure I'm the only son daughter who speak. Really? I haven't spoken to my father in 10 years. I know people who've just stopped speaking to family members. Like they've not even given them an explanation. And to be honest, like, in a way, if they're the type of person who you can't have a conversation with, there's almost no point in telling them. Like, because nothing's going to change. Like, it's not going to change anything. You're just giving them a bit of, like, oh, here you go, heads up, by the way. But, like, honestly, sometimes I don't even think it's really worth it. Having a similar dad, you'd literally be wasting your time, even if he did come to terms with it, it's fake. If it's for different beliefs, it just makes both sides but further 100%. In my dad's case, it got better when he lost his driver's license and he needed to go to medical psychology assessment to get license back. Basically, it only improves when drastic things happen, like this or a divorce, probably. And the problem is also, sometimes, like, something drastic can happen to someone and, like, they will actually bury themselves deeper in that hole, and it will be like everyone else will be at fault. You know, like, some people maybe do come out of it and realize, like, oh fuck, like, maybe I shouldn't have acted that way. But some people just go, no, it was everyone else's fault but mine. You know, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, you can only stand up for yourself. Must be frustrating seeing your mum deal with it in that way. I wouldn't want that you wouldn't do. But if she's happy dealing with it, then like, this is exactly like kind of how I've gotten to it at this point. It's like, I'll stick up for myself and I'll walk away when I have to. But like, I'm not doing any more. It's kind of dumb this is still going on. I was 20 and I decided to cut ties. A lot of things that happened between us, pretty mundane, I would say, but now there's an awkwardness. Like, yeah, and like, can I say, I think it should be the parents' job to reach out. I'm serious. I genuinely think it should be. Pride is too much. I do think it should be absolutely the parents' job. If I could fuck off, I would, but lots of complex things prevent that. What I find is that this kind of dad is far too solidified in who they are, how they react. A lot of them are lost because at a certain age, I think. So many decades of things making them the way they are. And, like, if you're comfortable, if I also think there is a part of it where, like, if you know you can treat people like shit and they won't leave, why change? Like, if my ex hadn't have called me out for talking to him like that, I would never have had a reason to change. You know, I would never have. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just talking about angry people. Like, I would have never had a reason to change because, like, it was like, you can't speak to me like this, and it's like, what? But if he just, like, put up with it and never said anything, I would have probably continued to act the same exact way forever. Because I would have had no reason to change. And so, like, if you go basically your entire adult life up until fucking retirement being aggressive and nasty and just, like, selfish and no one does no one leaves, everyone stays, you actually benefit from it almost. Like, why bother changing? No, some people just don't give a crap, and it's in the family, as you'll see similar situations amongst them. Everyone on my dad's side of the family, except one of the kids, to multiple women, and they're never there for their kids. Result of this is 90% of the kids won't talk to them, except 10% trying to hold family together. I think it's quite sad, really, that, like, so many children feel responsible for keeping, like, a family together when it's, like, absolutely not their fucking job. Literally have this situation with my best friend right now. I mean, I had the same situation with my, like, ex-best friend. Like, we had an argument, and, like, usually we'd have an argument and we'd figure things out, but we just didn't, and it's been years now, and it's like, no one's ever gonna say anything. It's over. Like, you've let go. But the thing is, it's different when it's a friend, because it's like you kind of can let go a little bit, like, because it's
They're only mad
because
they're angry. Yeah.
Exactly, Senor Fandango. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. But, like, if it's family, it's so much more complicated. But during the relationship, you weren't willing to change for the person, right? But then once things broke... I was willing to change while I was with my ex. I changed. He said, this isn't acceptable. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you're right, it's not acceptable. And I changed. I stopped acting that way. But, like, I think part of the my benefit was, like, I was young. I was like 23. I think at 23 you're not like fully set in who you are, and you're still very much changing. You're still very much changing and like willing to willing to change. You haven't lived your whole life yet. Like, you're not 60 years into it, and so like you possibly will change. But if you're like 60 and someone says that's not acceptable, you maybe won't feel the need to do it. It's like, whatever, who cares? Yeah, friend is like way easier, because it's like, well, I can get more friends. You can't like get a new mum and dad. The worst is when you look back at final disagreement with a friend and see how things could have been easily communicated better and feel small. Thing is, I honestly, looking back at mine, I don't feel that way. I feel like I did that. Okay, was I a little bit mean at the end? Yeah, but I think it was deserved. I think it was deserved. I don't typically like have friendship breakups. Like, it's kind of, what is happening in Discord? No one read the rules anymore, or what? Or did I remove it from the rules? I think I removed it from the rules. I personally just had experiences with people where I'm always willing to grow and get better. Read the standing orders! Read them and understand them. Same treatment from their side. When you call it out and they turn against you. Oh, 100%. Like, I've had that happen multiple times. Multiple times I've had that happen. And I've probably done the same. Like, probably people have called me out in the past and I don't change. In fact, 100% it will have happened. 100% it will have happened, especially when I was younger. That stopped talking to me after I told her that I'd sinned, her boyfriend cheating on her. Don't see what I did wrong. You didn't. It's actually insane, Horse. You were trying to help her out, and she's like, "Fuck you." She's like, friend who helps me out and tries to get me out of relationship where I'm being treated like shit, or a boyfriend who cheats on me. Ooh, that's a really hard choice. That's really, really hard. Yeah, killing the messenger. Exactly, Mifridian. Exactly, killing the bloody messenger. Better than being alone. That's what that guy said. Do you think people change generally? Go back and forth. I feel like the brain, its core spirit, never changes, but I think people change. The reason I think people change is because I know I've changed. I know for an absolute fact that I am not the same person I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm not. And maybe it's because I'm like in my 20s and a lot of change does happen in your 20s. But like, I, to my core, have changed, like, completely. I'm not at all the same person in any way. I cringe at like the person I was before. It's embarrassing for me. Sometimes I make fun of behavior on stream that I personally remember being like. You know, I was like that person, and I go, oh my fucking god, I hate you. And my like dislike for that behavior is like a self-hatred from the past. You know, it's like I hate Hannah from 5 years ago because she would have done that, and I end up taking it out on someone. Not necessarily, like, not actually, but like we watch a video and I see someone behave in a way that I know I would have done long ago, and I'm like, hell no, you know, like I get angry because I'm like, I see myself in them, and it bothers me. So yeah, I think people definitely change. It was so funny because I actually saw her at a friend's wedding years later, and she deliberately avoided me. Do you know if she's still with the boyfriend who cheated on her? She was very defensive, excusing of him when first told her, but then confronted him. He said it was all lies and chose to stay with him and cut off a bunch of her friends who had told her. And years later, he cheated on her again, and she, oh no. Horse, what type of cheating we're talking about here? What did you see? But then it's that balance of not being too harsh on yourself, because you will inevitably cringe at your current self with that, right? I mean, probably, yeah, I'm sure like in 10 years' time, I will look back at me from today and I will cringe at certain behaviour. I'd hope that I've improved enough as a person, though, that there won't be as much that I find cringe from today. It is, Biddy, it is. I went through maybe 6 or 7 different versions of myself. My morality has never changed, but lots of things I believe or boundaries I might have had are different. Was one of them house parties where you see 2 people oh no! So not even just a kiss. Oh no. The fact that multiple people saw it, by the way, and she was like, no, all my friends are lying, is so funny. More time passes and more you get aware of these things that happen. It would be bad if, I think so too. Like, I think it would be a bad thing if I was genuinely the same person I was 5 years ago. I think you maybe have increased complex understanding of things, more experiences, met different people. I think it's easy to cringe at you as like a teenager in early 20s, because like you're very much discovering yourself. Like, for me, like something that I find particularly cringe about like me as a teenager, which is something I definitely grew out of, was like wanting to like appeal to everyone, like wanting to fit in. Like, I very much as a teenager wanted to fit in, and the idea of being different, or you know, like the idea of being different was like horrible. I hated it. Like, the idea of being different was like, no, I don't want people to look at me and think she's different. And I think a lot of my cringe from the past comes from stuff like that, and surrounding that idea of like needing to fit in, and like going out of my way to fit in when it just wasn't in my nature. That's where most of my cringe comes from. I'm trying to think of like other cringe. She'd been mates with the people in the friend group she cut off since year 7, was year 12. Overnight lost her entire friend group by her one choice. Really sad seeing her following him and his mates around for the rest of the year like a lost puppy because she cut off her entire original group. What's sad about that in particular, Horse, is like is like the fact that those could have been friends that she carried with her for life. And also, what I find sad is like, if she'd have come up to you at that wedding that you were at and said like, I'm really sorry, would you have forgiven her and become her best friend again? Probably fucking not. But like, instead she's like, oh, like she's got to live with the fact that she fucked off all those people, and now even like in the future she's at a wedding, and it's years down the line, she's at a wedding and she still has to avoid these people because she made such a big like fuck up. That's so, I don't think I've ever, I'm trying to think if I've ever, I remember that like when I was in high school, holy fuck, this drama was so insane. When I was in high school, there was a girl that I was friends with, like in my friend group. There was a girl who had a boyfriend in the year above, and I remember that they've been together for like basically from like year 8 till year 10. So they've been together for like 2 years, which in high school is a really long time. And I remember that he cheated on her with a friend, someone in our friend group's friend. And I remember quite vividly that I was told about this and I was told not to tell her. I went immediately and squealed like a piggy and told her. I was like, you've been cheated on with her. It was her. I don't think it's evil to tell someone they're being cheated on, quite frankly. I don't think it's evil to let someone know. And she went like ballistic, obviously, in the middle of school, which is a bit embarrassing. Years down the line, he ended up dating someone else from our friend group. I don't know why she got with him, because like we knew he was a baddie. She got with him too. Tell someone and tell them not to tell. Yeah, keep this crazy secret that is about your friend. Fuck off. I unearthed an unset letter a year ago that I'd written to my pal when she was working a summer as a camp counselor back in sixth form. Oh my god. Wait. Oh. Have you ever written a letter to someone and sent it? I wrote a letter to my first boyfriend and I genuinely sent it. And the idea that that exists somewhere in this world, I hope it's in the bin, makes me feel violently uneasy. Like, holy fuck, that makes me feel sick. Like 19-year-old me writing a letter to my ex-boyfriend, who was my first boyfriend, who, oh my god, no. Just like, no. That exists somewhere in this world. And I hope it's in landfill. Oh my god, because I can't imagine how cringe it would be. Hi, Griffa. No, I didn't, Biddy. It was just, no, it wasn't cute because it was after we broke up. I don't even want to think about it. She actually did apologise to me before the wedding, around 2 years after the incident in Wetherspoons. Bumped into her on a night out. She was very drunk. But I guess in the sober light of day, the wedding, she was just too embarrassed. I mean, it is a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? It is a little bit embarrassing. How about we watch the Your Party conference now, guys? How about it? Let's go to politics. Game politics. Is that how you spell politics? I'm twisting everyone's arm. Guys, come on. You want to watch it, don't you? Come on. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's not a game. It's the game of life. In the worst way imaginable. Before we start, I need everyone in the room to know I am left wing, but I personally am someone who will make fun of people in politics no matter where they are. And that is all I will say before we begin. It's not muted. This is just how day 2 starts. Perfect.
You've been taken is to the entire membership who were authorised to vote.
Ignored.
Conference, you voted option B. You voted for a collective leadership conference. Give it up for Jeremy Corbyn.
Hope you're all enjoying Liverpool. My duty this morning is to introduce the next speaker, who is the MP for Leicester South. Shaukat put his name forward on behalf of his community and campaigned very hard, and won the election. Obviously, the issue of Palestine and Gaza was at the forefront of our mind. But absolutely, you know what his job is, I think most of you do. I just think he's very far-sighted. You don't get it. He's an optician. Sorry about that. There's no point making a joke if you don't understand it in the first place. Please give a warm Liverpool welcome to Shocker Adam.
You know, to be introduced by Jeremy Corbyn, I think I can retire straight away now today and go home. As a newbie in Parliament, I've got the rock star of politics sitting next to me saying, Shocker, that's the best question I've ever heard in my life. That is a testimony of Jeremy Corbyn. We as a country are very, very proud of our moral superiority, allegedly. When David Lammy, the then Foreign Secretary, was asked, David Lammy, who summons his slavery ancestry at every opportunity that he can, says this, it is simply too expensive. Let me tell you, David, one of the biggest obstacles for the abolition of slavery was it was too damn expensive. The irony now that the child of somebody who was from slavery is saying it's too expensive is unbelievable. This is a shame of this country and not the country that I recognize, and that tick-tock is tick-tocking.
That what?
Until the lion does not learn how to ride.
That...
This is a shame of this country and not the country that I recognize, and that tick-tock is tick-tocking. Until the lion does not learn how to ride, the hunter will always be glorified. It's time for us to pick up that pen.
Give a big round of applause for Geneva Grant.
Good morning, conference. My name is Geneva Grant, and I am from East London. Yeah,
I was going to say, when someone said the other day, like, Hannah, your microphone is like on, like, there's a pop in. That is pop. That is popping. That is popping.
Represent. I am not a councillor. I don't have a special job. Comrades, if we can't hold that coalition together, focusing on our many points of unity, then we won't win. And
wait, sorry, where are you from? Did they say East London?
Yeah, East London represent. From East London.
East London, my arse. East London, my absolute arse. No, you're not.
Yeah, East London represent. I am not a councillor. I don't have a special job. Comrades, if we can't hold that coalition together, focusing on our many...
She's got like the Valley Girl voice. What's going on? What is going on?
Points of unity, then we won't win. And...
Say water. That's what I want to... I want to hear her say water bottle. And I want to hear her say... the word that begins with A. Aluminum.
Frankly, we don't deserve to win. We shouldn't hear anything in this debate about how all the independent MPs care about is Gaza. Comrades, that's just a lie, and a racist one at that. Oh. In closing, comrades, the most important thing now is that we are united in building solidarity. Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to push some amendments now. Before I ask you to indicate whether you want to speak to these amendments, those of you who are trying to get our attention using your phones, please do not use your flashing light because that affects some people. So do not use a flashing light, please.
Good morning, conference. My name is Noorjahan Begum. When Starmer told LBC that Israel had the right to starve people, many of us realized that Labour no longer carried the moral courage it once claimed. We stand firm against genocide, against racism, against a
genuine question, not bad faith. Did he ever say that? Like, word for word, did Starmer really say that? I never heard about this. She said, Starmer said that
many of us realize that Labour no conference. My name is Noor Jahan Begum. When Starmer told LBC that Israel had the right to starve people, many of us realized that Labour no longer...
So, you Googled it while editing and couldn't find it? I don't believe this actually ever happened. What did he say? Like, what did he say, though? What did he say? No, he would never say anything that bold. What did he say that made it so that he alluded to it? Is this of him saying that they have a right to defend themselves? And I'm gonna say something, and you can all unfollow me. Do they not? Do you think starving Gazans is just, and he says, Israel has a right to defend itself? I see. Okay. Okay.
Longer carried the moral courage it once claimed. We stand firm against genocide, against racism, against apartheid. We've held the council to account on many issues, on ethical investment. The community has woken up and we refuse to go back to sleep.
And it's
Conference now, I turn
time.
to you the year one strategy. Your party must face outwards. Your party must provide clear, decisive political leadership. Loyal parties like Redbridge.
Okay, it's time. Thank you. Thank you.
The fact that they have to mute these people because they can't actually listen is unreal. It's actually unreal.
Thank you very much. Thank
These
you.
people are the worst.
The microphone is the microphone.
Does she not realise the microphone?
Participant.
Why do they have to baby them? Oh my god. Chuck them off Where's Hoopty? Hoopty should be here fucking crushing these people. They should be put in a headlock and dragged off stage. Why do we have to be gentle? Oh, are you okay? You fucking try. Yeah, exactly. Was that on topic? Car? I couldn't tell you.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay, so this, what is this one? Option A, support independent socialist candidates, or option B, only support your party candidates. Okay.
Just introduce
I want to know the
yourself.
topic before people start
Hello,
chatting shit.
Friends, my name is Danielle Bonham. I am in Worcestershire. May I please ask that you allow me to speak and not interrupt, even when I say something you really don't like. I've got noise cancelling headphone jobbies on, and it's blasting the Enya, so I won't be able to hear you anyway, but I can still see you, and this is nightmare fuel for me.
You are blasting Enya in your holy fuck. How do these people actually survive in the real world, genuinely? Like, in the real... This is insane. This is completely insane.
I'm voting for option B because I believe that it will help safeguard us from ourselves. I came into this founding conference with an open mind and an open heart. I witnessed members shouting over and intimidating speakers. Sorry. I've also witnessed prominent and impassioned subgroups coaching each other on how to be disruptive to this process as possible. This is, I'm not going to lie, soul-crushing. It's a taste of things to come. Sorry for breathing into the microphone so much. It's like taking a flamethrower to our own birthday party because the house down the road is on fire. By voting for option B, I hope we can safeguard ourselves from more of the same stuff that we've seen this weekend.
Subtitles. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Charlie.
Donka! I recognise this person! Enya was actually like a few years ago, Enya was like all my top listen to on Spotify. I love this song. I think it's beautiful. I think Enya is... I love Enya. Thank you, Wolf. That's how I'm feeling. I've seen this... Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one who remembers them. I don't remember why... Do you remember what this person said? I don't know who No, I've never heard of Grouper. Never heard. Oh, was it the one who said, I'm a survivor of domestic abuse, sexual abuse? Like they made that big list. I know there's a few people who did that, but is it one of them? It was another one? Fuck, okay. Whatever.
And again, my pronouns are they, them. And I won't tell you where I'm from, mostly because it's very complicated. I think that it's important to say that option A doesn't mean that there won't be vetting. It doesn't mean that we're lowering our standards. By saying that we will support whoever is the best choice for all of us as socialists, we will be getting the best representation possible. Please vote for option A.
Good speaker.
Thank you.
Actually talked about it.
Can I take the participant with the colourful hat? I think I need to look to the middle. Where is Scotland?
My name is Joseph. I use she, they pronouns, and I come from West Yorkshire. I recently moved to Edinburgh. First, I feel like it's most important to address people's concerns with this option, that it will allow transphobic, racist, and otherwise bigoted candidates to stand in the name of your party. As we have seen with the two MPs who recently resigned after making transphobic comments.
Participant please speak to the option?
I am speaking to the option. I'm addressing people's concerns.
I
am addressing people's concerns with the option, such as to effectively speak to the option. Thank you.
But I ask you...
Now, to speak to the option, as has been requested, this is essential to fight reform and their far-right policies. We will not beat reform if we choose to just stand in one or two seats where we're sure we can win. So we must stand as widely as possible. Thank you.
Hi there, comrades. I'm Carl. Nice to meet you guys. We can't win everywhere. As much as I would love to see a sweep of your party councillors across the nation in 2026, we won't.
I do need some Enya. I can understand why that girl before was blasting Enya now. I get it. I get it. This guy seems charismatic and normal. Can I just say? Which is shocking, because I don't think there have been many of those. At all.
See that. One day, we will be standing in every single constituency in the country, and we'll be looking to win in every single one. But ladies and gentlemen, and all other people I'm speaking to today, that's not 2026.
Thank you, participant. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Adam Gilman, Popular and Limehouse, proud dual member of your party and the Socialist Party.
I recognise this person too, yeah. Is this the same shirt? Were they wearing the same shirt? I remember this person, 100%. I remember this person. I don't remember the shirt though. This guy scares me.
we should be standing as widely as possible because working class people will be looking for an alternative. And if they can't vote for your party or vote for an anti-cuts candidate, then they will go for another alternative, and that could be reform. In the 1980s, Liverpool City Council, led by the militant tendency, had won £60 million from Thatcher, the Iron Lady. And let's be honest, Starmer's not even an iron ingot.
Elaine Graham Lee.
Oh, fuck, I need some Enya so bad right now. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, Horse, you watched this. Did anyone laugh? Nobody laughed? Because I can tell that he laughed when he looked at the floor.
From Enfield in North London. I would really not want us to see not standing in all sorts of places. We have changed politics in this country already. There are no Labour councillors, there are no Tory councillors, there are no Reform councillors out there who can assume that they're safe from us. We know in our areas where we can win, and we have to be able to make that decision. Thank you.
Can I take the participant to my...
Appointing a workers' movement commission to deepen the party's relations with trade unions. Thank you, Gwiffer. Thank you very, very much for the gifted sub to Wee. I'm fine. Thank you, Gwiffer. Thank you very, very much.
I left in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take the participant at the front here to my right with the scarf.
How are they going to lower the thing?
Just bear with us, the participants raising their wheelchair.
Yeah, me here. Hello, conference. I'm Jay Robinson from Birmingham. Up the bin workers. There must be a union element to protect our members, to protect jobs and raise the cost of living, not raise cost of living, raise the cost of lifestyles.
I just noticed that they changed the camera angle because it's so bad if it's from the front, because the podium thing is definitely not made for anyone who's shorter than 5'2" or in a wheelchair. And I'm confused about that. I hope I need to hear the whole thing.
Raise the cost of lifestyles. All races, all creeds, all religions, all genders, all abilities, all disabilities, everybody, all in it together.
Hi everybody, and also Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amna Khan, and I'm a multi/interdisciplinary business school trained academic with a focus on the British colonization of the Indian subcontinent. I stand before you today as the fruits of the struggle of ancestors that were subjugated for centuries with the phrase divide and conquer. And I am a specific ethnicity from Pakistan called Mahajar, which literally translates to refugee. So I am a perpetual refugee. Beyond being an academic,
It must be rough walking around the earth having all this information about your ancestors who you never met. She had to dig deep. Let me dig deep to find something that actually barely affects me today. I'm sure it affects her today, but you know what I mean. She had to dig. Sorry, I already read that. She hates Britain, basically. Yeah, and I'm gonna say something really awful. Yeah, worst thing to happen to me? Well, hundreds of years ago. I genuinely mean this. I genuinely mean this, and I'm sorry if it comes across the wrong way. I've got to find a way to say this that is hopefully not coming across in a bad way. I don't think it's possible. If you hate England, surely you should move somewhere else. Like, surely it's bad for your mental health to be somewhere that you hate. If you feel like this country is like a horrible place and we have done nothing but ruin your life and your ancestors' life, why would you even want to be here? That would make too much sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, there's so many countries to go. There's so many places you could go. Do you know how many places speak English? Like, there's so many places. Go to Ireland even. Go to Ireland. You know, like, I'm not saying it's easy, but like, you hate it here. Get out. It's probably really bad for you. Like, you're fucking with your mental health. Yeah, what do I do if I don't have an enemy?
I had faced an evil tech company in employment court who called my work on British Empire and Gaza offensive. The picture that they called offensive was a child holding a corpse of a baby. I'm getting to the point, I promise. Yeah, so I want your party to look at what academics can do.
Time.
And I would appreciate it if you boo the empire that continues its terror from my Pakistan to your Britain to the Palestinians, Palestine.
Thank you.
Okay, I need to hear that
to
last
look at what
sentence.
academics can do.
Time.
And I would appreciate it if you boo the empire that continues its terror from my Pakistan to your Britain to the Palestinians, Palestine.
Thank you.
I don't know what she said, to be honest. Something about, like, the empire from my past. Yeah, Griffith, like, this can't be a fun life to live. Like, this is not a fun life. This is how I feel about Thatcher shutting down the mines. This is how I feel. Back many years ago, my family. This is. I should start doing it seriously. She wants people to boo the British Empire. The problem is, I could barely understand her. I couldn't tell you because I actually struggled to understand what she was saying a lot of the time. She was speaking very fast and also like in, I don't know. Gwiffer, it feels like blue sky politics meeting. That's what it feels like in here, genuinely. And it's like, you guys need to go outside, have a cup of tea in a nice place, look at some pigeons, you know. I think you'd feel a bit lighter and brighter.
Speakers, please speak to the actual amendment. We now move on to the first individual amendment, is the one for trans liberation. Whether we include the following: the struggles for the liberation of Palestine, anti-racism, trans liberation, and the struggles of all oppressed people.
Hello.
I've seen this person before too. They were wearing that yesterday. We seen this wait. Maybe I saw a screenshot of this person in the Discord. I recognise this jacket.
My name is Spring. I'm from the Wirral, although living in Brighton at the moment. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a trans woman, so I have a fairly vested interest in this motion passing. Voters can tell when someone's chatting shit, you know? Like, they can tell when you're just saying something to get them on your side. We need to be authentic to our beliefs. We need to be authentic to our commitment to a better world, and that means standing up for the rights of transgender people. It means standing up for the rights of the Palestinian people, and it means standing up against racism. And I think that's all I have to say.
Speaker for no.
I'm Michael McGregor from Northumberland. I'd like to speak against this because I think it has the potential for about divisiveness and division. So the motion says anti-racism, Palestine, trans-liberation, and all oppressed people. What about feminists or disabled or countless other people who might want to be mentioned? And all oppressed people is very general. The 70,000 victims of Gaza might not feel terribly
Could I just
supported.
ask people to be polite, to be considerate? Everyone has the right to speak.
The murdered and the wounded and the deprived of Gaza might feel that they have a particular status which this does not emphasize. So,
But conference, I've asked you politely, please do not heckle, be polite, be kind.
Hi everyone and Assalamu alaikum.
I've said it again, you know my opinion. I just find it fucking insane that Gaza is brought up, like, constantly. I'm sorry. I do. I genuinely find it insane. Horse, that's what I was assuming. I think he's brave for having the balls to say it, though. I think he's brave.
I bet you don't all envy me, given the passion in the room and the way the previous person who it was in my position was treated. This statement, I believe, if I was a trans individual or if I was Palestinian and I regularly go on marches where I say in our thousands and our millions we are all Palestinians, I feel like a Palestinian every day, though I cannot relate to the trans cause.
Wait. Okay, what?
My position was treated. This statement, I believe, if I was a trans individual or if I was Palestinian and I regularly go on marches where I say
if I was Palestinian, okay, so first of all, he's not Palestinian.
in our thousands and our millions, we are all Palestinians. I feel like a Palestinian every day, though I cannot relate to the trans cause. I don't think this does.
I identify as Palestinian? No. 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 Today I feel disabled. Today I feel gay. Today I feel Palestinian. Holy fuck.
Justice to either of those groups. They need to be separated and given their own time rather than a trivial pickle mix.
We will move to a second individual amendment. And yes, this is a discussion. We're figuring things out. Relating to this Amendment 5, prepare for the May elections with a bold anti-austerity stand.
I'm Tom Baldwin, I'm from Bristol, your party, and from the Socialist Party, and I'm in favour of bold anti-austerity stand so we can deliver an alternative to the main parties that actually reflects what people need and want. We've got a Green Party-led council in Bristol, and they say a lot of the right things, the Greens. But in Bristol, they have pushed through a budget of £50 million worth of cuts in the city. All that wealth is created by our class, and we should have it all. While the power and the wealth of the bosses seems intimidating, sometimes insurmountable, we can live without them. They cannot live without us. I want this party to build the power of our class, and for what end? To challenge to take the power in society, so we can sweep aside our exploiters and our oppressors.
Thank you. Thank you.
Comrades, we've seen today a membership resoundingly rejecting the old way of doing things. We need exactly the party we've been promised.
The next person to say comrades, I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. You guys are going around saying comrades. I cannot believe it. Comrades.
We're very glad to be hearing member motions like this one, but one of the most popular member-submitted motions to have elected officials and staff salaries capped at a median workers' wage was tabled in standing orders. It immediately became by far the most popular motion before it was quickly ruled out of order because of a typo. Instead of allowing the most popular motion to be formally edited, it was rejected. Yesterday, we gathered with over 50 comrades and we walked together to the Standing Order Committee room to raise our point of order to have the workers' wage motion debated in conference. As of this morning, the workers' wage motion, one of the most popular motions submitted to your party website, has still not been added to the agenda. Members' concerns have been ignored and the democratic process sidelined.
Can you speak to the motion?
A typo is not a valid reason to ignore the will of the membership.
Can you speak
the
to
only
the
legitimate
motion?
mechanism remaining to us is to ask conference directly that the workers' wage amendment be added to the agenda during the standard order section. If this conference is truly democratic, there is no reason why topic of an average workers' wage
Can you
should be
speak to
ignored.
the motion? I don't want to cut the phone. I don't want to cut the...
You need to cut it immediately. They're doormats. As soon as someone goes over it, cut them. Cut them off. What do you mean you don't want to cut people off? Cut them off. Cut them off. You've been given a time limit. You're asked to speak about a specific thing and given a time limit, and you can't stick to either of those things. Cut them off immediately. If they start speaking about something that's unrelated, cut them off. This just tells me that, like, if they can't even run a conference and have people stick to the right things, you can't run a country. Why the fuck would anyone vote for these clowns, man? Such a wasted vote.
Microphone. I don't want to cut the microphone.
Does she not realise she's been cut off? She's still speaking.
Speak up.
Can they not hear?
Okay, conference. I do want us to have a good conference. It would be helpful going into this afternoon that speakers are reminded to introduce themselves and to speak to the motion. We've now run out of time for the individual amendments. So I'm closing the debate on organizational strategy.
Read how disgusting we are in the press.
Is he definitely coming?
Yes, he's definitely on his way.
Okay.
And because I'm going to just put clean glasses out.
So we've got the glasses, but not the water.
It's restarting at 10:02.
No, I know that.
So we can go on till 2. So if he gets here and we'll just put him on.
Over the last 2 years, virtually every power in the world system and Western imperial coalition has conspired to destroy Gaza and exterminate the Palestinian people, including the UK government here in Britain. Shame. In Poland, we exposed that 90% of the TNT used by Israel on our people in Gaza is supplied by a single factory in Poland.
Capitalism is a life-stealing machine. It causes people to get sick earlier and die earlier with tougher and tougher everyday lives.
Even the food is no longer Palestinian. Israeli falafel, we're not going to give you the dignity of having your own food.
No one can seriously believe that Trump wants peace. Supporting the Palestinian people, therefore, means fighting against our own governments.
Fighting fascism with each other. If we do not stand with our brothers and sisters, then what is left of us?
Thank you very much for giving up your lunchtime. We really...
Can I... What's what? What is actually gained here? Genuinely, you're speaking to a group of people who've made Palestine their personality for the past 2 years. Do you not think they already have those thoughts in their head? Like, I actually don't understand. It's like me rehashing the cheese drama for the 50 millionth time. There's nothing new to add. I have nothing. We can't say any more. It's just like a fucking group wank-off session. Like, it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. Yeah, go, literally. It doesn't make it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand during lunch.
Really
By
appreciate
the
you
way.
being here. Have a good rest of your conference. Thank you, everyone.
Is it almost not a bit disrespectful to do it through lunch? When they know that Palestinians don't have access to food? Why have they blocked it off to the lunch block? That's fucking crazy. There's not someone woke enough in there. Someone needs to be as woke as me. Cause I tell them, guys, don't do it during lunch. It's fucking fucked up. We're on the right side of history. Sort of hated it. Cause it, that shit, wait, I can't scroll up, sorry. Tone deaf, will vote reform instead. Cause it's like, no, exactly, Biddy. Why are you doing it just because you're on the right side of history? You should be doing it because you actually fucking care. Oh my god, like, why are you sucking yourself off? I'm on the right side of history. I'm doing... Oh my god, do it because you actually care.
Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. Solidarity.
Thank you, conference. First time speaker, Zara Sultana, your party MP for Coventry South. Some will say that the
Wait.
Coventry South.
That is...
Some will say that the decision to adopt the collective leadership model is a win for me. It is not. It is your win. It is you, the members, who have won. But before we move forward, we have to confront what took place yesterday. The expulsions, the bans, the censorship on conference floor are unacceptable. It's undemocratic. It's an attack on members and this movement. Many of those people expelled found out only after they had arrived in Liverpool, took time off work, booked hotels, spent hundreds of pounds that they could not easily spare, discovered at the door that they had been barred. And the shocking sight of a Muslim woman being manhandled and dragged out of conference is something that should shame any party that claims to stand for equality and justice.
What happened?
And let me say this loudly and proudly, I am an anti-Zionist, and if we fight for it, your party will be an anti-Zionist party. Free, free! Free, free!
For fuck's sake, man.
From the river to the sea, a single democratic state, and we must ensure there is a day of reckoning for those who have enabled genocide. Keir Starmer, David Lammy, Shabana Mahmood, and all responsible are held in the docks of The Hague. Solidarity, thank you so much.
Brothers and sisters, comrades, before we start, can I share with you that yesterday was my birthday, my 48th birthday.
58?
Without my children and my husband, so take pity and be kind. So we would want to...
My birthday's in 3 days. Who was I talking about when I said that? Who was it? There was someone in a Discord who was like, "Oh, it's my birthday today," or like, what was it? It was they kept saying like, "It's my birthday in 7 days. It's my birthday in 3 days." Like they kept doing it to like basically so everyone would remember that it was going to be their birthday. Anyway, it was my birthday yesterday. Just for those who didn't know.
speakers on option 1 and 2 speakers on option B. Sorry, A and B. Option A. Can I have hands for option A, please? Can I have the man with the light, the person with the light, the comrade with the light? Comrades, can I just point out if you...
Man, moid, male, person, they, them, she, her, comrade. The myth, the legend. The thing waving the light, kind of like a bob, you know, curly-ish hair. Why did... They've literally said multiple times, we're not going to refer to people by their gender. It's obviously performative as fuck, because they don't do this generally, because everyone hasn't done it. They're doing it to, like, appease, like, a group of very loud people in that crowd. They don't do it in their day-to-day life, ever.
Don't speak to the motion, to the option that you have said you will speak to. I'm afraid we will cut you off. And please stick to the time. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Paul, originally from Czech Republic. I have come here to this conference to try and ensure that our party, your party, for working people and for socialism, but it's a party that also realizes what climate change is about and how important it is. Somehow, all of our founding documents have omitted any mention of climate change. Why should it be included? The despair that scientists fear is that.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Right,
what's
you're
the
not
question?
speaking to the option.
Sorry?
Unless you want to go back to the option, we will have to stop you.
Well,
You're
I'm
not...
talking over the
Free,
No, you're not.
free.
Yes, I am.
No.
So this is why we need
No, you're not. So we're going to
sortition.
have to get someone
This
who
is
will
why
speak.
we need sortition as part of the process.
Mute
Because
him.
it can't be left to people who have particular.
Why don't they immediately... Why did she even have to say cut the mic? She shouldn't even have to say it. It should be obvious when she says, you're not speaking now, and he continues. It should be obvious. Yeah, why don't they have a button? Where's the button? Where's the button? My God.
Please.
This is
You're not speaking
horrendous.
to the option, unless you speak to the... Okay, fine, sorry.
Oh, is he getting
Is it
to
on
it?
again?
Yeah.
This episode reminds me when I was being sentenced for my participation in the M25 blockade for Just Stop Oil, when we were not able to tell the judge why we were actually doing what we were doing.
There is an absolute necessity to start trusting the membership. We have been proven time and time again here that we cannot trust those who are in the positions of power and leadership in this organization up until now. We must be given immediately all of the data so that we can reach out to the 850,000 people who showed a great interest in this party. We've got to win them back again, because up until now, it has been almost a complete sham.
Can I just ask speakers, I know it's really difficult to break a habit of a lifetime of shouting in church halls, but it's really difficult for some of our comrades. So even if you don't shout, the microphone will project you beautifully. So please don't shout. Thank you very much.
I can't hear it. Can you please talk in front of the microphone? She doesn't even know how to speak into a microphone. So why is she telling people microphone etiquette? You don't even know how to do it yourself.
B, please.
Hi, my name's Caroline Ayres. I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne. Over many years, what I've observed in many left-wing organisations and parties is that they very quickly or very easily become dominated by men with loud voices. We need to think about how oppression works. Well, one of the ways it works is by disempowering people that they need to defer to the dominant group and that they don't deserve a voice. And I just, as an example, I haven't heard very much about women's liberation in this conference.
Time's
But
up,
actually
comrades.
being active in political parties may
Comrades,
just
time's
be...
up. Thank you very much.
Sorry, yeah, may just be a bit too much. I want
Where do
to...
I vote for her? For women? Free. She's off topic, but she's actually completely right. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to come across as a bigot. Every time minorities are mentioned, there is no mention of women at all. Like, when they talk about oppressed groups, they go, the oppressed groups of trans people, people in Gaza, and that's it. It's like, hello, and they go, and racism is bad, but sexism? Who gives a fuck about women? I'm on her side. I'm clapping. Which lefty group have been taken over by men with loud voices? This one already. How many moids have got up on stage and screamed? I can name a few. Actually, only your party. Think about the joint leadership. Who is in charge? Moyes. Jeremy Moydman.
This to be a part
Time's
of
up. Can you please? Yeah, thank you. Comrades, did you
Yes,
speak to
man.
another amendment already this morning?
No.
You didn't. Okay.
Sean Leahy, option A. There's often been debate during the times we've made these decisions in our branch, with people sometimes unsure about various aspects. For instance, arguments about whether it's best to ignore the racists and the fascists, or to call them out for what they are and oppose them wherever they are.
A white man? Another one? You guys don't belong here. There's more than one white male at the Your Party conference. No, this cannot be. You must be the same guy from before.
Appear. Rather than expelling socialists,
Your
we should
kind
all
aren't
be
welcome
working
here.
together to stop the rise of reform and racism and fascism, which is urgent at the moment. And top-down political manoeuvres are not enough to make that happen.
Time's up,
We need
comrades.
more power in the hands of local
Thank
branches.
you. Time's up. Thank you.
And those
Thank
they
you very much. Yeah, thank you.
He actually listened.
Hello, my name is Daniel. Coming to conference is not accessible for everyone. I have a comrade at home who is in a mobility scooter. They could not find accommodation to come to the conference. They were barred because of their disability. If we're going...
They were barred because that's not right. Just because you couldn't find accommodation doesn't mean you were barred. What? Like, they're acting like you actually weren't allowed to come if you were disabled. I have a comment at home. What the fuck?
Going to be a mass party for all the people. We need to give them accessibility to what's the word?
Oh God.
Participate in the democratic process.
Conference. I'm sorry. Were your parties meant to like put up hotels specifically for disabled people? What do you mean? Like, what do you like? Yeah, obviously. Like what? And what is that thing mentioned about people getting kicked out? Well, she said a Muslim woman was manhandled, and I'm wondering what the fuck went on there.
Terry Conway, Saltitian from Islington and a member of Anti-Capitalist Resistance. And as a disabled person, I particularly wanted to speak for option A because this conference is not accessible enough. And I shouldn't shout. Not treating all disabled people as if we're the same. And
Horse, did you add that?
Treating all disabled people as if we're the same.
It's her phone. I was thinking, is Count trying to unlock her brainwave? Like, is Count trying to communicate with her? And I was trying to figure out, like, why Horse would add it so that Count was trying to communicate with her. Count beaming in. And I was thinking, she's not bald. Why would he beam in on a non-bald?
Not treating all disabled people as if we're the same. And it means accepting that we want to be part of collective discussion just as much as everybody else, because it's together we'll change the world.
To be fair, I don't think it is accessible. Just based off the podium thing alone, I don't think it is accessible. You saw how they were when that lady wheeled
the
in.
second part, option B, the lady waving with red arms. Sorry, the participant.
The lady? Just stop pretending. Just stop pretending. Merp. Stop it.
Waving with red arms. I'm really sorry if I have misgendered people. Sorry. They've already spoken. I'm sorry. If you've already spoken, if it's... Have you already spoken? Can I just ask everybody, this is a friendly request. If you've already spoken on a motion, please try and not raise your hands so that everybody can participate. It would be really kind if people just speak to one motion, if they possibly can. Thank you. Thank you very much, comrades, for being tolerant and patient.
Hello, conference. My name's Luke Heppenstall-West. Over the last 3 weeks, there has been an online submission portal. To my knowledge, 600 amendments were submitted. Only 100 of them were ever published. Those of us who have spent months debating
Comrade,
and writing...
can you please stick to the motion, please?
I am speaking to the motion.
It's not, you're just going around and
I am
listening.
speaking to the motion.
Okay, thank you.
Let me continue.
Thank you.
Of those 100, yesterday, only one was discussed. Instead, we've had stage-managed debates about whether or not we're a socialist party or whether we're an anti-austerity party. We have not discussed a workers' wage for party officials.
Really? Can you cut the mic, please? Can I ask to cut the mic, please? Can I ask?
She shouldn't have to ask. She shouldn't have to ask. Hoopty, I'm glad you see it now. Like, even if they say, oh, I'm sorry, I promise I'll speak about the motion now. Fuck them off. Manhandle them off stage. Tase them. Like, they've already had they've had their chance and they fucked it. Get them off. PGL production. She shouldn't have to get up to... She shouldn't have to do this. Why is she having to do this? Holy fuck. Speak to him like he's a child too. Why is Amoy doing this? This is not a safe space for women. Women, do not vote for this party. No!
Excuse me.
I hope that wasn't uncut button.
I will not allow, I'm sorry, I will not allow people to speak outside of the motion. If he has now, excuse me, this is not fair. This is not fair. It's not for individuals. We are not here for...
Why is he still there?
As individuals submitting motions to an online portal, we can be ignored exhausted and isolated. But as branches which are empowered,
Get him
we
off!
can hold the people at the top of this party to account. It feels like they're scared of us. And I think...
Why are they scared of you? No one is scared of you. Look at you. Yeah, they enable these people. They go like, no, no, no. Like, it's like a kid punches someone and you go, that's not good. And the kid punches again and you just go, whatever. He's almost bald, so I'm scared.
Comrades, that they are.
Can I just say, for months on end, people have worked really, really hard to put this conference together. We should say thank you to those comrades instead of making unsubstantiated claims against them. So this is a time where motions are getting discussed. And if anyone carries on making unsubstantiated claims, I will cut them off. I'm really sorry. I am the chair and... You're not scaring me. I will not... You know what? As a child, I used to visit my father in the notorious Evin prison. I am not scared of you. You do not scare me.
No. Okay, you went too far. I was on your side, and now you're trauma dumping about your dad being in jail. What was he in jail for? What was he in jail for? Cut her off. Cut the mic. Cut the mic. You lost all the respect that I had for you. She was doing so well. Griffin, I was going to say, you know that lady who was joking about her ADHD and the bottles of wine? Like, if I was this lady, I'd be chucking them back. Had it slipped. Yeah, the Moid next to her is like, please stop, you're embarrassing yourself. You ever notice how they get the life story in at any opportunity? It's an opportunity to trauma dump. An opportunity to talk about my oppressor, an opportunity to talk about my father in jail, an opportunity to talk about how much I hate England. Jesus Christ, like, come on.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, I recognise
My
this
name is Mix Billy Gibson, and like I stated earlier, I am non-binary. I'm here representing...
This person was here yesterday.
Neurodivergence, your party. What I find absolutely incredulous is that somebody who is one of my comradely friends has tried to bring forward a motion for a workers' wage, and that's been thrown out due to a typo.
Again.
How stupid is that? Workers' wage now. Thank you.
The death toll. The death toll continues to rise across the Middle East.
I'm sorry, white lady. You think putting on this makes you come across more... What? So you whack this on, and then what happens? Do you feel... Today, I feel Palestinian. Today, we are all Palestinian. Yeah, she's given 50 quid to the relief fund, spent 20 quid on this. I've done my bit. She's a single issue comrade. She's a single issue comrade. Who do you think you are? What from Amazon, yeah.
Homeless remain homeless, and the Nazis are flagging up the streets in my neighbourhood.
Can I have the first person for option A, please? Where are the speakers for option A? So are you all option B, and you've just raised your hands and you have said, okay. I have had at least 3 disabled people.
I've had at least 3 disabled people. I saw one person in a wheelchair. One. Hey, but how could you tell they were disabled? Three is plenty. Ah. How about less? You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language. It is fucking ridiculous, but I've spoken about it to death. It's just completely bizarre. These people, like a lot of these people, literally, it has become their personality over the past couple of years, and it's the only thing they give a fuck about. And I don't even think they really give a fuck about it, to be honest.
I don't know. I didn't know who they were. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. All right.
Another one.
So,
Another one. Another one. Wait, what are we zooming in at?
Zara and Jeremy.
What the fuck? Can I laugh at something here? Can I laugh at something here that maybe can I laugh at something here? I kind of fucking love that, like, we were talking the other day about the fact that none of these like, all these people care about Palestine, but not a single cunt cares about Ukraine. And I love that the Zeta fonts, if you know, you know, this, it's big Z. Big Z. Come on, man. Are we the pro-Russia conference now? Is this what we are? It's not looking good. It's not looking fucking good.
Spoke about this countless time. We can't have MPs behave as if their constituency is theirs. It isn't.
Comrades, we need to hold our elected officials to account. Clearly, this weekend, we've seen the need for all our officials to be elected in the first place, but also to hold them to account. Artificial term limits are not how we do that.
Conference, I'm Elaine from Whitstable, and I did actually speak yesterday, and I've just had a little battle with one of the stewards to speak a second time because the chair called me, and because the chair herself made two speeches this afternoon, one before and one after Zara. And Jeremy spoke 3 times, and a number of men have spoken a lot of times, so I don't see why a disabled woman shouldn't speak as much as everybody else. I am a socialist living on the front line of reform in the...
Oh, I remember. She said the exact same fucking thing yesterday. I'm on the front lines fighting in the battle against reform.
County Council in England, Kent, the biggest one that they want to use for the springboard to bring in a reform creeping fascist government.
Hello again, comrades. My name is Quilla. I'm from Birmingham and I use she, her pronouns. For some reason, there's been an issue with people up here using the word transphobia. So I'm going to substitute that for the word bigotry.
Comrade, could you please speak to the motion? Thank you.
I really am. Please let me make my point.
You're not. You're really not. No. This is where you go. You've had your turn. Cut off. Mute the mic. I'm pretty sure the motion was like talking about how long terms should be. My favourite part is when they attack the top of the party. I think they're well within the right to, because without the membership they stand no chance. It's meant to be all about the members. I guess you're right. I just find it cringe, Wolf.
Disabled people, trans and non-binary people, racial and religious minorities, immigrants, the deaf and blind community, and many more that I can't even bring to mind.
Women? Wait, let me check.
Let me make my point. Disabled people, trans and non-binary people, racial and religious minorities, immigrants, the deaf and blind community, and many more that I can't even bring.
Hello, women. Disabled and blind? But you can't bring up women? Can't name women? Okay.
Mind. And speaking from experience, most large groups are dominated by cisgender, heterosexual, white, neurotypical, able-bodied individuals. And while
This person hates women. Wait, I'm a white, cis, neurotypical... Wait, hold on. Wait, they're talking about me!
And speaking from experience, most large groups are dominated by cisgender, heterosexual, white, neurotypical, able-bodied individuals. And while I welcome their participation, they cannot be the steering force of this party. Not only because groups dominated by a particular demographic will be more likely to select and, oh, my words have gone.
You literally have a phone in front of you telling you what to say. And your words have gone. Your phone is there. Have you become blind during the past minute? They're actually scrolling furry porn on Blue Sky right now. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought here.
Sorry. I apologise, my words aren't working very well. I'm absolutely exhausted, which I'm sure many of you can empathise with. I don't believe it is paranoia when it is proven that they're out to get us. I just want to finish then by saying this.
Who's they? And who's us? Where's the what? This is miserable. You must be so miserable if you think like this. The all powerful they. Biddy, you said before something like, I wish some of them had dressed up. This whole thing to me is very shit. Everyone's dressed like shit. Everyone's reading from their phone. Everyone's got their headphones on. I mean, the headphones is not actually that big of a deal. If they were dressed in a way that looked just presentable. You know, like, dressed presentable and, like, maybe printed off a piece of paper of, like, something they wanted to say. Yeah, put some fucking effort in, but, like, you know, it's just bad. It looks a bad look. Make England classy again. Like, it's a bad look. It looks so unprofessional. It looks so shit. It just makes no sense. What do you mean you came from TikTok? I don't have TikTok. It's just pathetic. How could anyone say this and trust the part? You can't. It's the most like, and it. Maybe if, like, the way that the event was going like, let's say the event was going well, and the event was going well, and everyone was sticking to the topics, and people were behaving properly. I don't think it would matter, but it's a mixture of nothing works, people having to be cut off because they can't stick to topics, people getting aggressive, on top of the fact that people are, like, reading off their phones and looking like shit. It's just all terrible. It's all horrid. I just can't believe it.
Free Palestine.
Oh,
Out to get us. I just want to finish then by saying this.
The cherry on top. This is, oh my god, I'm actually gobblesmacked.
Free Palestine.
Aww.
What do you mean, aw? I feel like, actually, I'm gonna say something even more woke. I feel like by saying aw, you're babying this person a bit. Now, why are you babying them? Is it because they're in a wheelchair? It's condescending as fuck, isn't it? Aw, you can't read. Aw. Get some of these how do I... I'm gonna go up on stage. I'm gonna bomb really hard. What am I gonna do? Free!
Yeah. No, one more.
Are they allowed to go that fast? Is that allowed? That's so fast.
Free Palestine.
Aww.
You can fucking knock someone over and kill him.
Conference.
Are you allowed to go that? That's like one of those ones that goes on the road. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's this guy again with the no... Oh, it's this guy again with the shirt.
Haidor from Southampton.
Two versions. You got the black version of the shirt, you got the white version of the shirt. Biddy, I don't know if you were here the other day when we watched this. I said I thought that word was slightly offensive. I'm not black. It's not my place to say. I would never say, like, I think it there's something about it. Like usually when someone says it, it's like an old person who means it in a derogatory way. And so like I'm convinced these are plants. Coco, I said, it used to be no dogs, and they replaced dogs with Muslims. I just think it's kind of fucking weird. I wish they were I wish these were all plants from like Russia, but they're not. I believe they're real. I believe these people are real.
Yeah, in the times of technology, I get that. But we also at the same time of a lot of hacking, the Russian interference.
Wait. I'm always curious. I bring up Russian sabotage, and he brings up Russian what?
We put everything online. How do we know they genuinely are for our cause?
Hello, conference. My name's Helen, and I'm from a very muddy lane in South Devon. It took me 10 hours to get here, and I've survived so far. Unfortunately, living in a muddy lane in Devon doesn't allow me to be part of any sort of mass. I live an hour from any city. It's rural, it's a farming community who tell me as an incomer, because I used to live in the London area, as an incomer, I shouldn't be going in and changing anything. Most of them are quite happy that there are flags flying around our county. There is no well-paid jobs when you live in a muddy lane. There is...
Ellen, why have you moved from London to a shithole that you hate where there's no jobs? You know London's still an option, right? Like, you can go back. Right? To have something to complain about. She's complaining that the farmyard fucking village that she's moved to is a farmyard village.
No public transport from where I live to one of my meetings. I'm scared for the future. I'm surrounded by right-wingers.
I'm Joseph Chive. I feel bad because I have spoken before today.
They have spoken. I recognise every single one of these people. Like, as soon as they go up on stage, my brain is like, enemy detected. Like, I just fucking... Wait, they were on stage earlier today? Epic disguise. They had a beanie earlier? What the fuck? The disguise worked. I was like, I've seen them before. Hi, I'm new here. Do you participate too? What? Literally, Gav.
So I promise I'll make it good. I forgot to mention I'm a member of Socialist Alternative, and not just because of that, I'm very against the purges of our comrades in Socialist Workers' Party. This, along with the many other mess-ups of the unelected committee, is why... Fluent failing words. What's the motion called?
So, comrade, so you don't actually
It's
have...
why right to recall is so important. We end up with officials making transphobic comments and calling for the army to be called in to suppress striking workers, How disgraceful is that? Thankfully, 2 of them decided to remove themselves.
I'm sorry, comrade, you're not really speaking to the motion. Could you please speak
I'm
to the motion?
speaking to why the right to recall is so important.
Can you stop shouting? Can some of these people stop being so aggressive? This genuinely feels like it was put together by Reform to make the left look bad. That's how bad it is. Like, it's almost unbelievable. Like my dad.
Important because we end
Is it
up
possible
with
that maybe you
elected
don't
officials.
I was saying the other day when we were watching the first day of it, like, these people all think they're like Stalin. Every single one of them gets up on stage and they're like, oh my god. As I enter this stage, Stalin's soul enters my body, and I am him, and they end up sounding like the stupidest fucking cunt on the planet. But I think they walk off and they feel very, like, they're like, I did it. I did it. I fucking did it. They're proud of themselves.
Is it possible not to shout at me? Is that
Beg
all
your
right?
pardon? Sorry, I didn't
Thank you
hear.
very much. Thank you.
No, what did
Oh,
you say?
Jeremy's there. I didn't even realise. Mine party.
Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. We have a party, we have rules, we have a constitution, and above all, we have a name. Your party is the name of your party. So on every doorstep, you can go up and say, they say, who are you? You say, it's your party. It's your party. Our party, your party, this party, we have got to be in the forefront of the fight against racism and discrimination in any form whatsoever in our society. That's wrong. It's got to change. It's got to be us who bring about that change. The alternative is Reform, Tommy Robinson, or the triopoly of political thinking in Parliament at the present time. Are we up for the alternative? Are we up for socialism? Are we up for social justice? Are we the alternative? Thank you. I was worried I wouldn't get the answer to that one. Thank you very much. What a wonderful weekend. What a wonderful conference. Safe journey home, everybody.
Jeremy, that was a weird hand gesture.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful weekend. What a wonderful conference.
Get a quick one in. Get a quick one in, Jeremy. Show him. Show. Jeremy, you're being paid by Reform, right? I know you are. You put together this load of shit to get together and you're trying to tear the left apart. You were paid by Russia. Tell me. Jeremy, you have to be. I didn't think you were this stupid, but you clearly are. That's the hail to his Draco Masters.
Safe journey home, everybody.
What a load of fucking
Woke up one
pants.
morning and there were soldiers. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao. Woke up morning and there were soldiers. The invasion had begun.
Bella. Oh. Whose party? Your party! No, but I can give a little defense of them. Wolf, don't fake it, please. I don't know. I didn't see one trans Puerto Rican song on the fence. What did that person say? Let a disabled person speak! I've already let 3 disabled people speak. Fucking hell, man. Like, fucking hell. Oh my god. I said 3 years on Monday. I really think it could be 2 till they fall apart. Y'all's party. I'm being real. Go on, Wolf, what's your defense? I've already let 3 disabled people speak. Maybe woke is bad, but it makes you feel that way, doesn't it? I feel like... Okay, I'm going to say something controversial and shocking. You can kind of understand why young boys online go to the right. I know it's like the classic, like, social justice warriors and blue hair women. But, like, you're a teenage boy and you watch that. Even a teenage girl. Like, you watch that and you go, what the fuck? You know, even as a 26-year-old woman, I watch that and I go, oh my god. Yeah, like, I've never really been the type of person who's like, I don't want to be associated with this person even though we share beliefs, but like, holy fuck. How do people think Labour Party's first conference went, or the Tories, before they agreed principles and established certain groups and factions and parties and so on? It's always going to be messy, because it's an attempt at a formation of a political party, and it's principled from the bottom up. It's more of a shit show than it should be, due to less organisation than needed, but is it unusual for a new party, one that's trying to be member-led? I don't think so. I think, actually, Wolf, that's a good defence of them, because I think you're right there. No, it's not very inspiring. Like, I mean, it's the same quality of speech on the opposite side once you listen to non-mainstream speakers. It's just what no prep. I mean, I completely agree. I will say, like, 100%. Like, don't get me wrong. I look at the extreme right and the fucking loony bins on that side, and I think the exact same thing. But I just think it just looks so bad. Horseshoe theory. If I was in the UK, I would certainly ask, do I want to vote for this train wreck? And the answer is no, please don't waste your vote on that. Oh yeah, have I still got Enya on? Can you still hear her? Isn't she beautiful? Shout out Toby, like, I say this with... Please understand that what I'm about to say, I know is going to come across as really mean, because it is mean. I would say probably 9 out of 10 people who go on that stage have no idea what they're talking about, spend all day on Twitter getting riled up about stuff that isn't as big a deal as they've made it out to be in their heads, and actually aren't intelligent, not even a little bit, like not even a little bit, and should be nowhere near you know, a podium. Sorry. I think there would be more control in terms of who gets, which would make the impression. Yeah, I think so. Doesn't mean I think it would get anywhere. At most maybe you get 5%, but I think what you can already see was the top of the party trying to control more radical members. I'm interested in to see what happens. I feel like it's not about preparedness though. I feel like it seems already rotten and focused on policies that don't touch the broader population. Like, I've heard nothing substantial about cost of living. Can't, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. How many times did someone get up on stage and list off all the fucking problems they had? I'm disabled, I'm I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm oppressed, I'm whatever. Free Palestine, and not have anything else to say apart from that. Hello, there are children in poverty. Like, why is it just so like, what the fuck is going on? But the minor thing that sometimes I feel can't be missed, fucking none of them said thank you to the organisers. All of them felt very entitled, Biddy. I'm entitled to this microphone. I'm entitled to come up on stage and use as much time as I possibly can to, like, derail this fucking conversation. Why do you think you're owed that in any way, shape or form? Like, why do you think you deserve that? Fuck you. Twitter thread, just people saying things with no responsibility. 100%, Toby, 100%. It's not working class party at all. It's 1,000,000% core. 1,000,000%. It's a middle class, uni middle class party for social issues. You're a pity party. Has to be an inside job. We can only pray. Yeah, the fact that, like, a lot of these people got immediately, and I have to say, men immediately aggressive with the female organisers was shocking. I'm going to say something even more controversial now. I can kind of understand why women go to the right. When women go to the right, I think they feel they'll be protected. I think they feel they will be protected. They're wrong. They're fucking stupid for thinking that. 100% they're wrong. And they're stupid for thinking that. But I feel like this is it, Hoopty. It's like, it's safer to be the housewife than go over there. Because I think, I've said it a million times. Is it because I'm a woman? Probably. Said it a million times before. In leftist spaces, misogyny is not taken seriously whatsoever. And I'm sorry, but the amount of men who got up on that stage and were aggressive with the female organisers was massively off-putting for me. Massively. At the end of the day, am I going to be selfish with the things I care about? Yeah, and I am a woman, and if I see that people are just allowed to, like, be aggressive with women for, like, seemingly no reason, and it's just okay, then I'm going, well, this party isn't for me. It's not for me as a cisgender, neurotypical white woman. That's not my party. Sorry. Let me list off my privileges instead of my fucking everything that's wrong with me. I bet all those weird lefty men want to pull too. 100%. 100%. Do you reckon second gen migrant warehouse worker is gonna felt any? Biddy, that's a good fucking point. That's a good fucking point. At the end of the day, the only people who are genuinely gonna vote for your party are people who are completely and utterly obsessed with Palestine. Or like, I hesitate. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. What percentage of people who spoke did you feel were truly working class? 20% maybe? I think women are shut out of all movements that aren't led by women. If it's not something very specific about women, like abortion rights, then men will come in and say they want to be electable or come in and speak for them. This is 1000% to be a mainstream women's party. I've thought for years. 100%, Wolf. 100%, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of shit. and I hope it fails.